between Soup Mama of AFC versus Dart Mama Gypsy of
Okay,
1776.
let me find our new stream.
Ooh.
We're back
I guess
up again.
There's a lady over there that they nicknamed Gypsy.
Oh, no.
No, her nickname it's Dart Mama. You know, aka Gypsy. It's not the Gypsy that we were thinking of,
okay.
but I guess her nickname is also Gypsy.
Okay, interesting. I don't know what she makes. So. I don't know. This would be an interesting cook-off.
Apparently, Gypsy's a man.
So in a cook-off, it would have to be something like
Is it-
Hell's Kitchen. I'm assuming where you're both making the same thing.
See now,
But it would be your spin on it, I would think, because you'd have to have equal comparison.
Or you have the mystery basket of.
yeah, I guess that would be what it is. Like, yeah, like Chopped or something, where they just hand you a basket and they're like, here you go. Yeah, that would see now, and that I might excel at because that's what I do all the time.
Yeah.
So you never know. I get creative.
Yeah, I mean that would be interesting. You know, maybe we should reach out. Yeah, doing the cook-off. You know, pitting our AFC's cook against 1776.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
I don't know. That might cause some division though. You know, because whoever wins, that's bragging rights. I don't know. I'd be like,
I don't know, man. I don't know. Not that I think that I wouldn't do all right or anything. Just that, you know.
I know. You know. I mean, you know. Then there'd be people like, oh, you know, this person beats your person. That'd be the division right there.
And you know, and the thing is food is really subjective. And I mean that in a nice way because, you know, my taste buds obviously aren't the same as Stitch's over there. Like, I love cream of broccoli soup and he's all like ready to vomit.
Rosalie would like to know, Eric, can I cash app you pick up propane or gas for them? Do you have your own cash app or Venmo?
I do, but it's tied with my business stuff, so...
Would you be okay if they tagged it for propane or whatnot?
I would rather they didn't.
You'd rather they didn't?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's just because I have my LLC, that's all my other business stuff, and I don't...
Okay. So...
I try not to mix my personal and business together.
Because if they cash app me, I could give you cash.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine, just not to my cash.
No.
Yeah,
She wanted to send some money to me as cash app.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I could give you
then
some
I'll
cash.
put it in the fuel fund. Yeah.
So there you go, Rosalie.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I don't do my own personal cash app and PayPal and stuff, guys, just because it does. I have my own business and I don't use it. I try not to use that stuff for my personal anything.
Alaskan Railroad, that's a possibility. You could have met me at a salvage yard. I've done a lot of work in salvage yards. You know, we're getting parts and whatnot. It's a possibility.
Absolutely.
No Name said, whatever happened to the battery charger / compressor I gave? Battery charger / compressor. Are we talking about the jump pack? I have the jump pack that's a jump pack and compressor. It's not a charger.
I have no idea.
And that, I thought, came from Wendy, I think. I don't remember. But I do have a jump pack that's got a compressor built in that somebody gave me.
Yeah, I don't have any of that stuff.
Which is sitting in my vehicle right now. Hi.
Hey. What's up?
Just trying to catch. I'm always trying to catch up on the chat.
I'm gonna be going to bed soon, I think.
Yeah.
It's been a
Lizzie's
really long
Tucker
day.
cam.
Oh, that's the dog, right?
Oh, I guess we need a Freebird cam.
You gotta talk to Freebird about that.
Okay.
Freedom Bird. Right? Freedom Bird.
So,
I think there's
Freedom.
two. I think there's
Hopefully,
two gypsies because the gypsy I knew left
this the stream.
1776.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The
But it's
name
live.
I'd heard of somebody else being called Gypsy also,
I had two at one
and it was a
point, but
female's name. And I've heard of that person
wasn't
over
she
there.
like out in Cali?
Check 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't
Somewhere
know.
out west?
I knew a lot of people by their names, or I just knew them. I've
Yeah.
never been good with names.
Yeah, no. I
Okay,
had
good,
heard that
we're
too
back.
at one point. That there was a second gypsy, but
Okay, we're back.
I don't
Good
know.
night, Cat
I don't know what
Monkey.
happened. YouTube
know.
glitched
The only gypsy I
and we
know
froze,
is-
so we had to
I knew the gypsy
start a new
that was
stream
the man.
and then
Yeah.
Right.
figure out how to end the old
But I've
stream
heard that
because I
there
had
was a
two streams
gypsy
running at
that's
the
a
same
female, too,
time.
but
One
I'm
that
not
was
exactly sure
glitching
who
and
that
giving me the
is.
round
Not
circle,
either.
and
But-
the new one that I just started here. YouTube made a new stream. No, I made a new stream. YouTube glitched, and
The
just
inverter
did that
in
circle thing.
Jump pack because I own the exact same one.
so who knows what's going on.
Isn't powerful
But we
enough
only
to
had
run
like
a
about
coffee
11
maker.
people
It's-
watching in
it's
the
only
room. Like the
400
number was
watts.
just
Coffee makers,
practically nothing.
pretty close to 1,000.
Like I don't know what to
2,000,
label the
500
stream to get more
watts.
people in here.
It wouldn't be able to do that. Love seeing Tucker live cam. I'll have to go check that out. I mean, that's got to be rough. I mean, I'm sorry. It's just got to be rough.
Oh well, we're back
on
up
that
again.
dog.
Give us a thumbs up and let's see if we can get a few more people in here.
Have a chili cook-off.
A chili cook-off? That's
Chili?
not my specialty.
A chili? Oh, that's not your specialty? Oh, you're afraid to
Remember,
lose?
you're watching the Tommy
Oh.
Temper Show. Coming to you live.
I was just saying.
Giving
I'd
you
rather have the mystery basket, man.
The mystery basket.
stuff
Heck
that
yeah, I'll
you
do
won't
way
see
better with that.
anywhere
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Listen
That's
to
what I do now.
I'm sorry.
the
I
Agnes
was
show
I
for a
thought
moment.
My mic was
Red
muted.
lips.
I have to get off here because my husband has to be up at 3:30 and it's 11:22 here. So
Okay.
I've got to. I know. I'm sorry, guys.
That's
Thank
all right.
you for the
Ladybug?
conversation and
Yeah, I've heard her get.
thank you so much
See you
for the
next
Canadian
time.
perspective. Yes, I'll see you guys next time and nice meeting you too. Thank you guys.
Yeah, happy
Mhm.
Bye.
Get pretty excited there on some of the talk shows there.
Bye.
Sounding good.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you are a good reporter. There's no doubt about that. So, you know, like we were talking on your
Good
chat on the way home,
reporter.
you know, all the different ideas that you can
That's
come
good.
up with. Hopefully you picked
Hey,
up on some
well,
of that
thanks a lot
stuff,
for
that I
coming
was
in here.
trying to convey
Queenie
to you
says,
earlier,
Queenie
you
says,
know,
what the
about
hell? Hank says, YouTube made a new stream.
people's
Yeah.
movement. I think you know what that is now. I
YouTube
didn't
made
have
me
the
make a new
answers
stream.
last night, but,
And we are back
you know,
up here
there's
again.
a lot of
So it goes to show
organizations. I
you,
did
you know, you
look
can have
up
a lot of
on
people in the
Facebook
stream
for a
watching,
Connecticut
and then all of a sudden, boom, you're knocked off.
A Connecticut one.
Then you have to start again.
So
And
on Facebook, you won't
every time you
find
do
one
that,
for
there are fewer
Connecticut, but there's a
people
lot of states
watching
in there.
because it's later at night
So
when
that's
there's
just,
fewer
that's
people
just one point of contact.
looking at
And
things,
I know you went to the
unfortunately.
big
So where we had 11,
Let's
now
just
we
put it
have
that way,
6,
'cause I know you
well,
kinda
5,
got
4.
booted because of it.
Oh my
And I'm
God.
sure you met a lot of people there and
They're
know
able to
that
start a few
experience.
more
So,
browsers up, so
you
we'll
know,
at
it's
least
that
have
kind of stuff that it,
5
you know,
people
if you're
watching.
really interested in, you know, pushing
5.
this a little bit further on down the road into a little bit more, you have to network. You really do have to network, and there's a lot of ways to do
Oh,
that.
I know.
And I think from tonight's conversation, you see a little
Wasn't it?
I
Yeah.
don't even know.
Was it?
You're
Oh, no,
Back to
it was
Eric
yesterday.
when Soup Mama.
Yes.
1776 had the rally, and
Eric,
then
you're killing
AFC.
me.
I'm sorry, all the days mashed together. 1776 had their rally, and AFC showed up to their rally.
Yeah.
Soup Mama did an awesome job at karaoke, singing "Rose,"
The rose.
"The Rose" by Bette Midler. Check it out on Soup Mama's
YouTube.
YouTube, and I owe you $50.
Oh, okay.
So there
Very
you
cool.
go.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot.
So I mean, they're working on doing things together. I mean, this is better than they've ever been. I mean, for the most part since the split. You know,
Well,
we're
hey,
going
yeah,
and
look.
we're interacting. Give it time.
Yeah, it's like we said before, guys. You know, you just got to give everybody time to figure stuff out, and you know, they'll get it together. That's what it's all about, getting it together.
Oh, they're calling you out, Appalachian Flute.
Uh-oh.
It must finally be chilly enough because you have a jacket on. This man has no fear of heat or cold.
Oh, Queenie, don't forget to press the like button,
And where's my
guys.
jacket?
Did a lot of running today. I'm a little sleepy,
Whoop whoop.
so I had to put a jacket on.
A few lights.
Yeah, I get
I
caught.
can't
Warning.
do slow mode without
Nuclear
the
alert.
laptop. Sorry,
Nuclear
NGR.
attack. A little bit
I
of
don't have it
dancing.
here.
Who knows what? Hey, let's have some music for a second. Okay. A little bit of music of some sort. Let's figure it
We
out.
need more wood on that fire.
I threw just
I
enough.
think-
Some
a
wood,
lot of
put
these
another
people are
log
running
on
down
the
and
fire.
They kind of said that, so I don't know how late of a
We gotta cook.
mechanics after dark this is going to be. They're
Yeah.
probably just going to let this fire burn.
Well, it's 12:30 in the morning.
I'm
Some
only
of us
4
have to
minutes
make.
behind the chat.
Some-
12:30.
Yeah, but some
Oh, yeah.
of us
10:30
have to
here.
make breakfast
I know.
Just
I
about.
wasn't saying
for the
that.
rest.
Watch someone in chat go.
We're up late, but it's still early.
10:27.25.
You know, somebody likes to.
Do fluffy
Somebody
pancake
likes to
contest.
sleep through breakfast.
Hey, I got to get my beauty sleep.
Yeah, somebody likes to sleep through breakfast while the rest of us are up running around.
Working hard, providing meals.
Yeah, slaving away at a hot stove.
They need to roast a hog.
We have
Hey,
plenty
thanks
of
for
ham
tuning in.
right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're watching the Tommy Temper Show.
No,
Doing a
no.
restream.
Um,
You probably
wow,
never
no.
heard of us before,
no, that's not really.
but don't worry.
cooking
You won't be the
something.
first
That's
person to
just
say that.
throwing it over a spit and saying, "Here you go." That's.
The Rambion, but so far nobody's donated a whole bit.
That's yeah, nobody's donated a whole pig. Try and get two.
Lucio
Yeah.
said you kicked butt on the rose, Soup Mama.
Thank
Woohoo!
you.
Mima Flowers! Mima Flowers is in the room. Yoo-hoo! We'll give you a... Oh my, that's loud. Let me turn my earphones down. My earphones are so loud here
You should
tonight.
have a luau.
Going like crazy.
Like the Convoy.
Blew my brains out there.
Free will
Here.
donation.
Here, let me give a good
We could.
fart.
I could totally get behind that. I'm still trying to have like a
No, I'm not
dance
gonna do
party
that.
night,
That's
man.
rude.
I don't know. I keep saying we should have one.
Rude to make noises
Yeah,
like
a
that.
90s theme or something. Fun.
Won't go with anything but
Totally beat this guy.
that.
But
But
I'm
Mima
down for
Flowers,
a luau.
nice to see you in the
I
room
mean, now we
here.
have the decorations.
Tara, I just got off the phone today with the dealership, and
Todd.
computer system
Todd
says
is gonna
that
be right
it's
back.
no longer
Puff,
pending,
puff
and the
time.
part is in transit
Okay,
now,
that
and
sounds
they're
good.
Talking probably Wednesday of next week.
Mima
Yes, you
Flowers
would be
is
correct.
like
Next
crescent
week,
moon
Wednesday.
star and beaming star.
Yeah. It's going to start to be the longest game of... How long is there going to be in the shop? Do I ever sleep? Yes. Soup Mama complains because I
He
miss
sleeps
never
through
sleep.
breakfast.
Sleep through breakfast. I'm a night owl.
He
I
picks,
naturally...
Do
he
you
picks on
ever
us 'cause
sleep?
We get tired now,
Yeah.
but he sleeps
Once in a
through
while,
breakfast when we're up
but-
cooking.
Yeah, I like staying up at night too. Just like
So he does. He sleeps in.
some of the
Soup Mama,
Patriots
I don't
there.
know if I want to say this. She might make me do it. Soup Mama, have Eric make breakfast. You sleep in. I can cook breakfast. Breakfast is easy.
We'll make cereal stew.
Yeah.
Cereal stew. I'll make cereal stew. Here's your bowl. Here's your frosted flakes. Here's your
Cereal
your
with
cream-
milk.
Here's your cream of frosted flakes.
Cream of frosted
oh,
flakes.
geez, that's
Yeah,
bad.
that's a good
I
one.
can do pancakes out of the box.
We have some. It's just add water.
Pancakes
You
out
can
of the
Yeah, I
box.
could do that.
Oh,
I could do
like
that.
pancake mix.
I'm actually, the things I can cook, I think you guys recognize that in anything I pretty much do. The things I do, I try to do the best I can.
Well, I don't know.
And
But if I was
when
making
do
pancakes,
cook, I think
that
what
I didn't know
cook,
anything
everybody
about
seems
it,
to
I would
like
use
and it
flour,
comes out well.
Well, you haven't cooked for me yet. So
baking
I'm
soda.
good for you. Well, I don't want to, put
and
you out of work.
it's
You
that.
know,
some butter.
I guess I don't
saying.
need a day off.
and maybe a little
Well,
sugar,
You know,
maybe a
so what?
hint
I
of
need to
salt,
put on another hat on top of the 50 million
and
other
whatever.
hats I've
Mix
had.
it up.
Hey,
Now
doing
Maybe
the
even throw an egg in there for good measure.
I suppose one of these days maybe
Make
I
it
will cook.
even better.
Put it on live and we'll see if anybody actually eats it.
No, I'm just saying you're talking about how well you cook, and that's fine. Except
For
I
what
have,
I do cook, I'm
but I
no
have
way
no-
a chef.
right, but I have no basis of judgment because you've
yeah, no,
never
no.
cooked for me. That was my point. Was that you've just never cooked for me, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But now, if you decide to make me a dinner or something, that's a different story. Then I could tell you if you're a good cook or not.
I read it, but I wasn't sure who they were talking about, so that's how that kind of happened. So, oh well.
What?
True. That's how you can tell
Talking
somebody's
about
a
the
good
person
cook.
that's being welcomed back to
Oh.
76.
Yeah. The gossip part.
You're supposed to put me to the test, Soup Mama. We can do grilled cheese sandwiches one day. We can do racetrack burgers.
Racetrack burger.
It's basically a grilled cheese sandwich with a hamburger patty.
That's called a
Well,
patty
cheeseburger.
melt.
I understand that, but we do them at the racetrack. It's a that's why I call it a racetrack burger.
It's a patty melt.
I know. But,
Patty
it's
melt.
basically a grilled
Do you add
cheese.
fried onions to yours?
No, it's just a
Oh,
grilled
you're
cheese
missing
sandwich.
out, man.
Hey,
I'm
need
not
to-
You
a
need
big
some
fan.
fried onions and
Fried
some
onions.
tomato in there.
I'm not a big
Maybe
fan
some
of grilled
bacon
onions.
if you're feeling really fancy.
Bacon.
Yay.
See,
I never
listen,
said I was a
got
chef.
this. Hands down, folks.
Where's
Hands
Todd?
down, I got this.
Man, that's a
Well,
He's gonna
we
be
weren't
really
supposed to be
wazooed
competing. It was
by the
just,
time he gets
yeah.
back.
You said to have me cook something. I don't know. I am into classic cars. I like Chevelles. I like Camaros. I even like Fords, older ones.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Fixer.
I had a
repair
Chevelle.
down here.
Ford's
I had
going up.
Good bunch of Camaros. 69 Camaro.
Eric's bringing Hormel chili to the cook-off.
What else did I
I'd
have?
do a little bit
98
better than
Camaro.
Hormel. I'd at
2010
least do-
Camaro.
I'd at least do like
2010 Camaro again.
Wolf's or something.
2014
Hormel,
ZL1.
Jeez.
And
That's
now
just
I
wrong.
don't own a Camaro.
I can do a little bit. Well, I don't know. I don't think I've ever made chili.
But
I
yeah,
make meatloaf.
I've
you
had-
know.
He's
I've
over here
owned lots of
bragging. He doesn't
Camaros.
even know if he's made
So I know
chili
all
yet.
about them.
think
Come
Well,
on now, Eric.
I don't know all
I
about
don't
them.
remember ever making chili. That's
Blowing
one thing I
smoke
don't
somewhere.
But I
make.
know what it's like to. I know what it's like to own one and drive
my
one
mother
of those
actually had
models
the-
of those years.
Had that
And,
same
it was-
style
it was
car, but
exciting.
It wasn't the Mach 1 package. It was just a fastback. I think it was a 70.
The most exciting Camaro I had was my ZL1, 2014,
I guess we should probably
and I had it
I
pumped
can do a
up
hamburger
to
helper.
about 700 wheel horsepower.
We do a hamburger
that-
helper.
I guess I'm
That
in
was
front of the-
pretty
I can cook good
exciting,
enough to
pretty exhilarating.
survive.
Driving that with the 6-speed manual.
You guys heading off? Okay. Hi, B.
You definitely get the G-force pull on the thing.
Open spam sandwich. Yeah.
I've done stuff with spam.
I own a stove. I've owned four stoves. I've got 4 stoves at my. I can cook. I just, there's just a lot of things. You have to remember that cooking takes time.
Cook it up, cook it up.
Real cooking takes time.
Yeah.
So
What?
it's very rare that I have
Takes
the
time, takes an
to
oven,
sit down
takes
and
a
actually
stove,
dedicate
takes
that
burners
time
are
that it would
available,
take
takes
to
lots of pots.
really cook.
And lots
I
of
do
ingredients.
make some things, I make some
I'm
custom
absolutely not a
burger
cook, but I
patties
think I could be a
where I'll
cook if I
mix in certain
really,
things
really
and
put my
whatnot,
heart
and,
into it.
what, so on and so forth. I
I
do a
could
taco
probably
burger
have been a
that
chef.
everybody seems to like.
But
You know,
I don't
I like to
like
do
cooking
brats soaked in Guinness.
every day.
I mean, there are things I cook.
But
I
I'm
just
more of an
don't-
experimental chef.
I don't
If
do
you eat something that if
cooking
I
like
made it,
Soup Mama does from
then
scratch.
it'll be an experiment. It's funny. Hank says, I eat bologna sandwiches all the time.
Yeah, cooking is definitely.
Oh
it's
my
time
God,
consuming. Cooking
Hank.
is time consuming.
Yeah. Pretty much. I told my
Those are
wife,
some cool
don't
cars
buy
there.
bologna anymore. Because she bought a pack of bologna, right?
We're just
And I had to
blowing
take it out. And I said, don't buy bologna. You know I don't like bologna.
Sitting at my garage,
And she
because
says,
I'm
well, I
gonna
bought it
probably turn it into a powder
for our
coating
son.
stove.
Because he
I've got one
likes
at one
the
of my other
bologna.
houses. I've got
And
one
I
at
go,
my
oh
other
my
house,
God,
and then
I
I've
didn't
got
know
one
he
at my
likes
camper.
bologna.
So I technically
So
have
now
4 stoves.
bologna has got to be in the fridge, and I go in there to look to
Yes.
see what there is to eat, and there's only
I
bologna.
have 4.
So
I have one electric and one gas.
Yeah, one electric, one gas.
bologna steak in your culture. Yeah, never mind. I know.
Hello,
That's our family.
Adriana.
Back in the old days, it was like the budget family. My dad always ate bologna.
Okay.
Bologna, and he really liked to eat sardines. Because,
I
you
don't
know, the ones
I
in the
mean,
can.
Like I said, I've made meatloaf before. I've made things. I just don't cook. Probably, I'd never have cooked
Oh my
as much as
gosh.
Soup Mama. But I mean, you give me a
What do you
recipe,
know?
I can follow directions, and stuff usually comes out good.
Tall people in the chat. Come on,
Very
type
rarely
something
do I
in there.
screw it
Tall
up so
people.
bad it's not-
Let's see a new name
Usually it
pop up
comes
that
out
we've
pretty
never
good.
seen
I doctor
before.
stuff up
You,
pretty good.
out there,
I've got
lurking,
taste. I can tell
skulking.
if something's missing something.
say
I know to
hi.
add something to make it taste better. I mean, somebody I knew used to make that broccoli and cheese soup all the time. It was my idea to add the chicken to it, which put it right over the top. So
Chicken.
I mean, I do know
Roasted.
how to make things taste better.
Chicken.
I personally like gas
Paul
better. I don't like
Thompson.
these electric stoves. Old style electric stoves I don't mind. I personally
Oh, did you get it? Got him on. Aw, that's pretty cool, man.
Hi, Serious.
Thanks a lot for popping in. It's your moment, Paul Thompson. Nice to see you in the Tommy Temper Show.
I did the interview.
And Pat Max. Cool. Thanks a lot for popping in. This tune's for you, for both of you. Well, hot dang. I know. I just thought I'd interact a little more with the chat tonight. So that's what we're up to here. So thanks a lot for popping up from the watching division to the chatting division. Saying hello. Watching Eric talk about life. Yeah, so that's interesting. The P's have popped in to the
I love my
pretty
classic 2022 Tesla
Pacific,
S.
as in pass.
That's classic. I actually want to get a Tesla.
Pacific.
You know, just for the fun of having one. I've got a lot
Kind
of
of, you
other
think of
vehicles
something
I
different when you
enjoy,
say
but,
Pacific. It's a pretty
you know, I
Pacific
think, it'd be
room.
a real kick in the pants. 'Cause
Think
you
of an
can-
ocean.
You can really use the performance
But we're
and the power
pretty
on a
much a
daily
pacifist
of a
here.
Tesla and have a lot of fun
Just
with
chilling.
that car and not draw a lot of attention. And I think that would be
You know,
just a
trying not
blast
to get
own
too excited.
one. Susan, they're trying to goat me.
Got some
into
dancing
what they're
music
trying
for
to do.
Queenie.
I gotta figure out a recipe I know, and I'm gonna have to cook it. But does it count if I make my brats?
Andare.
Because I didn't make the brats from scratch.
This reminds me of being in a
beer I like, and then
Mexican
I cook them. So
restaurant
That's not really
in
cooking.
Tijuana.
That's preparing. So if I made meatloaf, that'd be cooking.
They're,
Okay.
what do you call that? Flamingo.
Just saying. I'm just trying to think.
I won't eat it. I mean, I can make it, but I don't eat it.
For a while there, I actually liked Hamburger Helper a lot. It was a phase. It was a phase. There was only a couple of Hamburger Helpers I liked. I didn't like a lot of.
You only live once. There's Queenie. She's up there. She's got her red dress on. Dancing shoes.
I used to do ramen noodles. I'm not a big fan of them anymore.
Give it a little
But
twist around there.
I prepared them. I like to do it where you would boil the noodles, then strain the water out, and just put the chicken flavor packet in without any water. So
Speaking of which, I remember once my mom wanted me to make noodles.
I prefer gas stoves, but a lot of renters prefer to have electric stoves.
I think that it was like
prefer to have electric
take a cup of
stoves because
noodles.
less chance of fire and
Or
less
2 cups of
headaches with
noodles.
them usually.
2 cups of noodles and a cup of water or something. I forget what the exact directions were. And a tablespoon of salt
I am turning in
and
for the night.
whatever, and boil it up.
Yeah.
Nice to see everybody.
And I think whatever
I got a
happened,
bunch
I
of
got the
burgers.
directions wrong.
Yeah,
And the
think
way I
had
made it
at
was I
one
put
of
in
Cabela's
the
or whatever. Cabela's or
2
that
cups of noodles.
company for Cabela's,
and
I don't
the,
know what that is.
I covered it with the water or whatever.
Burgers.
But then I ended up putting in a cup of
Thanks.
salt by
Yeah.
accident instead of a tablespoon of salt.
Yep.
Right? I put in a cup of salt. I distinctly remember doing that
And I
as a
have
child
flute.
in trying to prepare the meal before my parents got home. Right?
Well, just
And
kick me over if I
here I
do.
thought that I was doing such a good job.
Yep.
And I
think she
put
does
everything
wanna
out
go
on
to
the
bed.
table,
She's
and
going to bed now.
everyone put some out on the
I'm
plate,
probably gonna go to bed.
and
I
everyone
don't know
took
how
a
much
bite
longer
of
I'm
it,
gonna
and
do.
holy crap,
I'm kinda tired.
this shit hit the fan. Yeah. That was my stint at cooking.
Shrimp pasta is easy to make. I don't do shrimp a lot. I mean, I've been eating shrimp. My palate. You guys got to remember, growing up in the
Shrimp
system, I
pasta.
basically
That'd
had
be
school
good.
lunch 3 times a day.
Need that with like a white sauce,
I've been
like
slowly but surely developing my palate. I actually don't mind shrimp,
Alfredo
but
type
for
sauce.
the longest time, I'd never even had it. I had a Monte Carlo. I had a 1986.
88 I had.
I think it was 86.
I still have one.
CL, where it had the composite headlights.
Ooh.
It a lot of lowriders tend to like
Lowrider.
that body style.
88 Monte
I
Carlo
actually enjoyed
SS
that car. I had a lot
black.
of good times in it. Did the
Is
cops
my
show
next
up?
vehicle
Not here
that
I
I'm
know of.
bringing on the road. It should be cool. Shrimp rings with sauce. Yummy.
Good night, Shoot Mama. Good night, Chris.
We love the shrimp shrimp rings.
I don't know if they heard me. They probably did.
Forget about rings. I love shrimp. I don't mind with the tail that you pull them out. But I don't like those shrimp where you have to like fully peel
Good
the
night,
shrimp.
Mama. Eric's cooking
That you
breakfast.
get them at when you go to these all-you-can-eat type places. They go, yeah, all you can eat, lots of shrimp, and you go like, yeah, but you got to peel every one of them, and it's kind of messy. But at least it's better than trying to break a lobster out of its shell. Lobster.
I'm caught up on the chat. Wow.
Yep. Shrimp. Lobster. Good. Yum yum.
Yeah, I actually like lowriders. I mean, I don't think I'd personally want one. I don't know how well they drive, you know.
A lowrider would be
they're
hell
really cool
for
to look at.
maintenance.
I can appreciate the
Absolute
mechanical
hell.
engineering that goes into them.
There's two different types. Well, I shouldn't say two,
Yeah,
but there's the
unfortunately,
type that
it's a very
uses
rare
electric.
car. I've owned two of them. And
You know, type.
unfortunately, bad ends happen to both of them.
Well, you've got the
it just kind of sucks.
air.
So I think it's my Jinx car.
Air type.
I'd like to get another one. I would have liked to have gotten another one, but one, like you said, they're pretty.
There's lots of air
rare
tanks in
now,
there to
and
give air
two,
suspension to jack it up and lower
yeah,
it down
they're just
real
kinda
quick.
my
The
Jinx car.
lowrider.
You know, I've had bad things happen both times.
Queenie says snow crab and garlic butter. Yummy yum.
Oh. All right. So I think I'm
That
gonna
would
burn
be
one more
good.
cigarette. Good evening, buddy girl. I had a pretty good day. I don't think it was
Here,
awesome, but
pop
it
a
was
little
pretty
bottle
good
of
day.
wine with
Thanks
that,
for stopping
and
by.
ring the bell. Do 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 do.
I had a Cutlass too. I had a couple Cutlasses. I had a 442.
442.
I had a Cutlass that was the same basic body
My
style.
buddy
as
that I
Monte
work
Carlo.
with, he had the 442,
most
and I
part.
had the 88 Camaro, or
Same body
sorry,
style. Era.
Monte Carlo SS.
I did not have T-tops. The CL never had T-tops.
No T-top.
I was gonna buy an SS that somebody had swapped the front clip for a CL, and it had T-tops. That would have been a really cool car, but my boss at that time was always bouncing my paycheck.
Spaghetti and garlic bread.
I was the highest paid
Yeah, that's
guy
good.
there, and I'd have
There's
to
a place
reach
here
for
called the
bank.
Spaghetti Factory,
Otherwise, three other people
and that's
weren't
what
getting
they,
paid.
of course,
And,
is
I
their
constantly
specialty.
Didn't have my
Spaghetti, and then
paychecks.
they've got
I
all kind
literally
of
got
different
so
varieties
bad,
of sauces that
I
you
was
can get,
calling
like
the bank,
clam sauce.
and I'd be like, "Hey, do you have enough
Imagine
to
that,
cover this?"
clam sauce
and
with
I'd make a
spaghetti
mad dash over there.
and garlic bread,
A Cutlass convertible. That would have been like
or
a
some
90s
kind of
style
meat
then,
sauce.
because I don't think they had them back in the 80s.
Big Panic. What's up? What's the big panic? Panic. Attention. Stand by for panic. 13 people in the room.
94 Camaro Z28 T-tops. I had a Camaro
94?
I was going to swap.
My
the
wife
motor out
owns
of,
my old Camaro, which is a
into
98
Monte Carlo, 'cause the Monte
Z28.
Carlo was a carbureted car, and I wanted to swap in a LS1 basically.
And
well,
she
it was
still
only
owns
a
it. She still drives it.
305, not a
But it used to be
350.
my car.
But the Camaro version of an LS1, I was going to swap it in. So I had one for a little while.
Big Panic. As a matter of fact, we were just driving on the weekend. She was driving her 98
Alaskan Railroad
Camaro,
Name
and I was
doesn't,
driving my
ring any bells, but I'm horrible with
1991
names. Can I get a free
Mustang
flamingo?
Cobra,
If you come down
Cobra
here,
GT.
we might be able to make that happen.
Picnic. K Big Nick, I'm in. Oh, picnic. Got it. K Big Nick. Jeez. Big Nick. I like to used to like Grecian bread
Yeah,
from
I think
KFC.
mine was like a 90s. Well, mine was
They
a
don't make it
Firebird.
anymore, as
It
far as
wasn't
I
a
know. I don't know. The only thing they had at KFC around here were like buns. that I recall. They never had some kind of
I'm
grease
so
and
caught
bread or
up on
something.
chat. It's really cool.
The only guys that make bread now like that are going to be maybe
We're
like a
over at French Lane over
what?
here in
What's the guy's name
near
there?
Hagerstown.
Caesars, or one of these pizza joints. You know, some of them make different kind of bread.
1974 Mustang hatchback.
No panic. Don't panic. It's manic.
Yeah, Ford was doing some sketchy things back in those days. I mean, look at the Pinto. You know, they did some.
Where'd the
sketchy
deer go?
things where
Uh-oh.
The
Here come.
lawsuits in their
What's
eyes
that?
were going to cost
The raccoons
them
are coming
less
back.
than some of the problems.
Holy smokes, they've taken over the place there. Look at. It's a whole big frickin' family of them raccoons.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Those things are big too.
No.
You used to
Chris
carry
is not
loaves
her
of it
boy
that you could
toy.
get with your
He
chicken.
sleeps in his
Yeah,
van.
we didn't
They're
have
probably
that up here in
talking
Canada.
about the menu
Must be like an
tomorrow or
American
whatever.
thing.
You'll probably see him coming back.
It was
out.
American,
He's
like
not
probably
sleeping
from
there.
down south there. I don't know. Who knows? For sure. Not sure. 15 people in the room. Thanks a lot for checking into the room. Come on in and say hi. Type something in the chat, and I'll play a sound for you
Who's
here off
second
the
gear in a
soundboard.
Muncie
Something
transmission? Wow, he must have some
unusual.
power.
Just come in, say hello. Quick little hi. And I'll play a sound if we see
Oh, we're
you
just packing up the
saying
station a little
hi.
bit.
I'm going to give you the honor of seeing these.
Hello.
Seeing these?
A simple hello
And
will do.
that speaks volumes.
Okay.
You're lurking. We already pulled a couple of
Everybody
people
else
out
got to see 'em.
that were lurking.
Okay.
Paul,
That's what
Thompson, Pat, Max. Who else is in the room? We know you're in here. Say hi. I was trying to read them first. That's really cool. Official commendation to Thunder
Daryl
and
Hawkins
lightning.
in recognition of his vision to bring inspiration and unity to the community of Hagerstown.
Queenie
by,
says KFC is garbage. Pat Max is in there again. Uh-oh.
Scott
The
E.
crowd is
Gorko
going, you know what,
and
Pat? You were in there
Roberto
already, so
and
you're a
his
dupe.
13-stage traveling art display
Yeah.
to Hagerstown.
But that's okay. I'll give you the
only
Confucius say,
Hager's-
Pat Max,
That's
hello,
really cool.
hello. Cheap garbage.
The
Well,
state
I'm not
of
going to run
Maryland.
down anyone here, you know.
Governor
KFC is
of the State of
KFC.
Maryland to Daryl
They had to get rid of the
Hawkins.
fried chicken thing because the fried part of
Sorry,
it made them
Darren.
look bad, you know.
I'm
It's,
dyslexic.
you know, grease is bad for you. So now it's KFC instead of Kentucky Fried
Greetings.
Chicken because
Be
you
it
can't say
known
fried
that
because
on
it sounds
behalf
too
of the
greasy.
citizens of this state,
Ain't good for ya. It's not good. No, no more grease. It's KFC, not grease.
Our citizens
Did it work?
together in
I don't know.
expressing
You tell
our
me.
grateful appreciation for your support to the veteran community and the betterment of Maryland. We are pleased to confer
All I know is we lost a viewer.
upon you
14
this
now,
Governor
13 now.
citation.
We're
really
losing
cool.
viewers like
Yeah, I'll put that on the stream.
like crazy. What's going on here?
Yeah, those are really cool. Here, let me put my
14,
phone
15.
down. So I'm getting-
People are coming. People are going. Queenie's dancing. The Raging Dissident. I want to hear him rage again. Let's hear the Raging Dissident.
Lived in the land of milk and honey for decades, and constantly things were stolen, money was printed, wars were sent, and people were sent off to die. Where did they? Great job stopping the Iraq invasion, by the way. Remember that? Do you remember that one, guys? Great job. Thanks for looking under the rocks there and taking care of that for us when we were all children. Isn't that nice? Good for you. Great. Remember Kosovo? Nice. Great job. Remember Bosnia? Thanks a lot, guys. Remember the .com bubble when you're all busy buying fucking .com stocks like idiots and destroying the... Good. Thank you. Good. Glad you learned your lesson. Great job.
Okay. Good. You can tap into Raging Dissident
too busy buying summer homes
for like
RVs
1 minute at any time
cars.
during the next hour, and you'll get a good fill.
Except gas is $2
But head
a
over
liter,
to him.
and
He's
it's
not live right
$2,000
now,
to
but he
rent a
was
closet
earlier, and
apartment
this is
in downtown,
him,
so
a
I can go to
replay of
university.
him
So that's
live. Cool. The Raging Dissident. I don't care for KFC much, but it's not real chicken.
I know
What is
nothing
it?
about this Greek unicar. I'll have to look that up.
It's not real chicken. What is it?
You love racing the boys.
Is it baked meat? Is it engineered meat? Is it stuff that they grow in those farms
Clarence?
where
I don't
they're
know
all
who Clarence is, so.
in little cages?
Probably can't be a thing if I don't know who Clarence
They don't
is.
get any sunshine. They don't get any
Yeah,
fresh air.
talking about four-wheelers or snowmobiles.
It's like a chicken factory. You have to be kidding me. But, yeah. Sometimes, voila, does it taste good or what? Hey, get that
Hello,
chicken
Christy.
grease on your lips. In fact, I feel some. In fact, I'm gonna put some Lipsol on my lips right now to simulate that chicken grease. You don't see this on other streams, by the way. But I feel like I just ate some chicken. It doesn't taste like chicken, but women that put on lipstick all the time, when you do that, do you get that feeling that you just ate some greasy chicken?
No, it's not jack off, it's whack offs.
Can't make this crap up.
I tease them because somebody.
Isn't that
they
funny
said
what
it,
you
like,
have to
they
do,
said
oops,
that for
when
some
you're
reason in front of
trying to
my
improvise.
presence, and I thought it was whack off. So I just make a joke.
Hey, but at least I'm
When I do
interacting
it,
with
it's
the
in
chat.
good fun and
Okay, give me a
humor.
break.
They
12 people
it's
watching.
Not a stab or an insult.
Interacting with 3 people in the chat. So the channel's going great. You know, we can't get any better than this.
Dale Earnhardt was my guy too. I really enjoyed watching
Yeah,
him race.
boneless chicken costs more.
You know, I know
they call
he
it
was
nuggets
kind of a
or something.
dick when it came to
Chicken
driving,
nuggets.
but he did what he had to do to win.
Chicken
I
fingers.
mean, yeah, he'd put you to the wall.
You know, but
I mean, it just
you know
is
that
what
the
it
chicken
is.
finger thing had to be fake because
Hey, Chuck.
chickens don't have
Second
fingers. So that was fake. Yeah, Todd,
No, I
it's
actually
not
have
finger
2
licking
homes
good
and a
anymore.
Third property out by Chuck, and Chuck cuts my grass. So yeah, no, I've got places. I just don't have a truck.
It's not finger licking good. Let's go over to the chat here. We're kind of neglecting Agnes in the chat. She's got a pretty good chat going there tonight. Oh, it's going to send out a little bit. 4 people.
And explain it
Who's
in,
in
way
there?
So people on the camera will.
That's
It's
Brett.
probably going to be the same process.
Brett is in there. You know Brett.
with
Brett
every
Boyle.
state, correct? I'm thinking. And so
Yes.
we will explain it in a
Lion
way
Roar's
so everyone
friend.
can understand that you can go to that website, right? You put your zip code on that website, and it gives you the name of your representative, right? You get
Right.
their phone number, right? And you get in touch with them. But that's the only thing right now. But then also, what we're going to be doing here for the
Taco
states
Bell or Burger
and
King.
for the state, you know, with our governors, with our laws that we have within the state.
Chicken lips.
Because that's, you know, the state has an opportunity to create their own law, right?
Right.
I'm having my day
Yeah,
chat.
about their chicken.
So,
Chicken. Make sure it's
so
not too
I feel
greasy.
like someone has to kind of step up, and I don't know.
Long
If that's
John
gonna be
Silver's. We
someone
don't
who is
have
a
that.
lawyer and
Any Long
knows
John
that
Silver's up here.
law type of thing. It's just
Interesting.
someone who knows the
We just
Constitution.
had one of those
someone
Cajun
who,
joints open
you
up here,
know,
Louisiana,
I
something or
gotta
other.
do so much freaking digging now with all this. It's not gonna be fun, but
Well, actually, just to add to your
Over at
point,
the West Edmonton Mall, it opened up.
we are not going to all know everything, and don't be afraid to ask for
The
help. Like,
Louisiana
I've been
joint.
trying to create interest in a new political party here and create a new political party. I don't know
13
what it
people
takes
watching.
to create
Thanks a lot for
military
checking out
budget
Tommy Temper Show.
annually for Canada. Like, I have no freaking idea, right? So we
Give us
can't be
a
afraid
thumbs
to
up.
ask for help.
We only have
with
11
things
thumbs
that we
up.
don't
That's
know
pretty
and
rare.
don't understand.
13 people in the
we
room.
need to have the conversations. That way you do know and do understand, and like,
Hey,
don't,
Nathan's Rubbish
aces in their
Removal. I
places.
think
Don't be
I
afraid
friended
to,
you
like,
on
say, hey,
Pasha's book
I
there,
don't know
by
what
the
the
way.
frick I'm talking about. You know
Nice
this
to see you in
subject way
here.
better than me. So, like, can you help me with this? Like, that networking thing. We're all helping each other build.
Hank says
right?
my little
Like,
town had Long John Silver's, and yes, I had
I
plenty
have
of
to say,
that,
I
but
mostly
after
get a lot of.
56
I'm
years
sorry
down the
that
road,
happened to you.
oh,
I get that
they
a
went out of
lot,
business.
and
Oh,
although that's very nice,
they're feeding the
it's
chicken
not very
tacos,
helpful,
so they're losing
and
weight.
it,
Yeah,
it actually
yeah.
makes you feel worse.
It's the KFC
because,
taco joint.
I don't really want anyone
They're
to say
feeding the
that to
chickens
me.
tacos.
I would prefer if someone would say,
Baba?
you know, okay, here's what you need to
Baba
do. Let's
in the
start
room?
with this.
No.
Let's you know, like I said, I've been involved with the
Baba's in the
Convoy
room.
since
Okay.
it started.
We're gonna.
Um,
Baba's gonna get a
I
song
am
here. Hey,
involved
Baba,
with
you get
my
a song,
state,
okay? I
but
don't know what song this is.
I,
Just
like
a random
you said,
song coming up for
I
you.
don't know
There
what
you
else
go.
to do, and there has to be something.
Baba Yaga is in the room. Woo!
That's what I know most about.
Once in a while, we like to crank it up a little bit. And we've got Nathan's Rubbish Removal. Pat Max. Todd G. Thanks a lot for popping in. Present and accounted for. 10 Patty. Attention soldiers. Today we'll be going on a rampage. We call it a temper tantrum. So be prepared. For more excitement.
We actually got that through.
But thanks a lot for popping in here.
And then
We're having a bit of fun here. There's no doubt about that.
You know how
Trying
this
to.
lawyer stuff goes
We've
back
got
and forth.
14
And
thumbs ups
eventually
now.
We got it to the
Thank you very much.
state Supreme Court.
We've
and
only
they
been
ruled
live
in
for
our
about 14
favor,
hours
so we
now.
actually got that taken down.
So,
They can't
you know,
use that
getting like
anymore.
1 thumbs up an
But
hour is
then they
pretty
turned
good.
around and used some of their deep state
Nathan says, I
techniques
worked
with the health
at an Indian
department
restaurant, so
and implemented those
hired a
same
chicken
things again,
outfit
which is
to advertise
illegal,
butter
but,
chicken.
you know, then it
Went
takes
to the
a while
cop
for that
shop
stuff to go
and
through the
said,
court system
you
again.
want to try the butter
So the
chicken?
thing
The
is,
cop
we
said,
continue to
take the
fight.
suit off. We need
And
to
we
know
made a
who's in
lot
the
of
stations.
progress. And I can tell you here in Michigan,
yeah,
we don't see a
that's
lot
funny.
of people that don't act like they're free anymore. They act free, and they get about free. You know, now we got bigger problems with gas.
You need
and
to
all
know
that other
who's in
stuff.
on the
But,
station.
you know, on an individual
They wouldn't
level,
let you
you're
in the
talking
station
about,
with the chicken
nurses,
outfit.
And we actually have nurses.
No trust at all.
That are
Jeepers.
involved.
What's the matter?
In the process, we have experts in all
I
kinds
said,
of areas. But
off
we've been working
a
on
year,
this
the
for 2
cop,
years.
you work
And
it
it's
out.
like what Brett
He
was
said,
saying is
take
it
off
takes
the chicken
patience
head,
and it
Nathan.
takes due diligence. You have to keep working.
Have to cut
at
off
it.
the chicken's
You're
head.
gonna win sometimes, you're gonna lose sometimes, but you can't stop fighting.
That's funny.
And eventually,
Pat Max says,
it gets
we have
better.
Long
Now,
John's
we've
and
noticed some
Taco Bell in
positive
the same
things
little
here in
building,
Michigan,
and Pizza
but
Hut
we are
and KFC
far
in the same
from
drive-through.
completing our mission.
Wow, really,
Far from it. And of course, then there's
They're
the
really
bigger
downsizing,
picture,
you know,
which
when
is,
these
you know, the
companies buy
state,
other companies,
the
all they
United
do is they
States,
just buy them
the
and
continents, and the
suck
planet
the
itself,
company into the
trying to
same
straighten
building.
out this whole mess that's being
Seems like
created by
two
some evil
two
people.
different companies in the
And
same building
so,
is a
you know, it all
good
starts at the
ploy here at the
local
moment,
level, and we
you know,
move
like
up
you
from
say.
there. So,
Pizza
you
Hut
know,
and
if you can
KFC,
get around people who are positive, you know,
Long
who aren't
John,
going to say
Taco
to
Bell.
you,
Yeah, I'd like
"Oh,
to have
I'm
a Long John's
sorry
here. A
that
Long
happened,"
John must be like a
you
fish
know,
joint, eh?
and get
I
around
would guess.
people. Well, like us, it's
Fish
like,
and chip joint.
okay, you say that to us, well, we're going to fight
I
back,
think I might have
and
tried a
we're going
Long
to
John
figure out how to
Silver's
do
in
that. And
Seattle or
what we
somewhere
were talking about earlier
a
is
long time
this
ago.
is a new medium we're in. This is an information war,
Rings a bell.
and you know,
Yes.
everybody's learning how to do it. And this is just going to take time before everybody catches on, before we refine certain techniques, and we're going to win. We have the numbers. We're going to win.
Get rid of a
It's
few windows
like what
here.
Brett was saying, though. It's not going to be tomorrow, but tomorrow might be better than today. So, you know, if we can take a little win, maybe we'll step back.
Might
You know,
be better than
Well, and show
today.
unity too, where like Sweet
Today.
Carolyn had asked,
Here, I'll sing a song.
or I'd said, story that happened to you. Okay, so if you said that to me,
Even clearing your throat sounds
story
good.
that happened to
Okay.
you,
Tomorrow
right?
is only
Oh, that's
yesterday's
like, hey, I know.
today.
What
No,
are we
today
we are now
is
we're
only
cooperating and
yesterday's
working
tomorrow.
together to rectify the
Something
situation.
like that, I
And
think.
you know, in order to solve a problem, people first have to be aware that the
Something
problem
like that.
exists. And lots of people out there don't know that the problem exists.
Today is
Those of
yesterday's
us in here
tomorrow.
too. So we need to rely on each other and help each other and give each
Did
other
you hear about
ideas and
cabbage boobs?
positivity and
What
you know,
are cabbage boobs?
cooperate.
Tell me.
Like, what
That's
are
the first
we
time I
going
heard
to
of
do
cabbage
to
boobs.
solve these problems?
That sounds like a
Having
woman
that
thing, though.
cooperation and
Not a
unity,
guy
I
thing,
think,
is it?
helps a
Or is it a
lot,
guy?
especially not
Like,
letting us feel alone.
what do you
And
call guy
we can
boobs? I
do
don't know.
things, and we can
Man
do them
boobs.
together. And
Cabbage boobs.
you know,
Come on.
you're bridging divides
What the
of
hell is that?
communities and stuff, right? That's how broccoli came
Don't
about.
keep
Like
us in
broccoli
cabbage
bread.
boob suspense,
Like, the
Nathan.
whole call me broccoli thing was all people being on different sides of an argument and finding common ground, and then
Right.
moving forward from there.
Right. I think I'm also in
Oh,
a couple
Pizza
of
Hut
nursing
burnt to the ground.
groups. Um,
Yeah, a lot of
the
them went out of
problem with
business
that
here.
is
Pizza House,
we
Pizza
all
Hut is
just talk about the same problems. That's the
pale
problem with it, and
resemblance
it's
of its past. It used to be,
trying to
you know,
find a
like in our
way
city here, it used to be Pizza Huts pretty
to
much
make a difference,
in every area of the
to
city,
do
and now
something
it's
about
very
it.
few of
We
them left.
can all sit around and complain and cry and go
So
through
it's kind
what
of
we
like an
go
old school
through,
restaurant.
but
It's
it's
still
not
around.
changing it. And that's where my frustration gets. I mean, I've been doing this for what, a year and a half now, and I'm frustrated because I just don't know what to do.
Oh,
I need
jeez.
to do something that
Yelling, take off
matters,
the dress.
that will
Oh
at
my
least
gosh.
make some sort
That
of
would be funny.
difference. And complaining and all of that does nothing. You know, I'm very impatient. I can't help it.
I 100% agree, and that's something we've been kind of focusing on lately in the groups that I've been taking part in.
Cabbage boobs.
Is like, okay, we all know the freaking problems. Everybody can talk about the problems, show that we can live stream the problems. We can the problems everybody knows. Let's start talking solutions.
Right.
We need solutions to the problems, and real and pragmatic ones, not just, you know, fairy tale pipe dream ideas.
Hey, I'm not here
we need
to
real and pragmatic, logical
offer any solutions
that
to
are
the planet.
tangible and actually achievable goals. And like, go brainstorm. Like, and that's where the conversation needs to change just a little bit.
We're just here for craziness.
We all know the freaking problem.
Hey,
like, we all
what's
get it.
Wyckoff's
Let's
doing fixing his
have
car
the
there?
real
That's
and
kind of
tangible
weird.
solutions. Like,
I thought they were
quit bitching
driving
about
down
the
the road a
problem
minute
all
ago.
day, every day. Start bringing forth logical solutions.
They are, they
tangible
are.
solutions. That is what we need. We don't need more people bitching about the problems. We have enough of that. We need real and tangible solutions. That's so I would try if I were you, I'd try
Your
and
black
like
friends
shift
work
the
at
focus
Taco
of the
Bell,
conversation a
and your
little bit
Mexican
to
friends work
say,
at
hey, we
KFC.
get it, we all know the problems. Can we start talking about solutions and just try and influence and
Yeah.
nudge that conversation a little bit?
Right.
Yeah, we had a little bit of that earlier today on our on the screen where here's the problem, here's the problem, here's the problem, here's the problem.
Over here,
And that's when it got all
Filipinos work
crazy.
everywhere.
People were talking over each other. But when the solutions,
Or
when
East
we started talking
Indians.
solutions,
It's either
everything
Filipinos
calmed right down.
or East Indians work
You
at
know,
any of
and I
the
think
fast
having
food
that
joints
mindset of,
or
okay, let's all work
you know,
together on
your
the
service type
solution,
jobs.
then everybody
Because they're
relaxes a
kind
little
of the
bit and
latest
starts
immigrants
thinking,
that
okay, so
appeared in our
what
country
is it I'm
to
not thinking about,
fill
or
those
does
jobs.
anybody else have an idea? And then we can discuss those kinds of things. And that's how we work
Smash
together
that like
to build a network.
button. Yeah.
You know,
hit that
us
like
four
button.
are not going to solve the world. But us four can become
Hit
8,
the like button.
16, 32.
Whoa.
You get the
What was
picture.
that? Smash that like button.
And it just, at least it
Show's
gives
going
you
downhill.
hope. If you have some idea of what to do, who to speak to, anything, it
Smash
gives you
that
that
like
hope
button.
to
What's that other one here?
keep your strength up so you can keep
This
going
is the one here.
instead
I
of
actually copied and pasted
curling up
this.
in a
This
ball
is a good
somewhere
one.
and saying,
Copy this
well,
one
there's
if
just
you
nothing
have
I
it.
can do
If
about
you have a
this.
notepad, there, Todd.
And that's why I reach out to groups. I got involved with the
This is
Convoy.
a good one. Check
I
that one
am
out, right?
going with the Convoy in my state this weekend.
Copy that one and paste it.
You know,
But then you can modify it
know
for
if
other
any of
streamers.
those
So if you're a
things
mod over
make
in
a
another
difference
guy's
at
room,
all.
just
But I
pop
have
his
to
name
do
in there.
something.
And man, talk about one hell of a nice
And I
advertisement.
don't know if other people feel that way. I don't really know.
Does it help you sleep better at night?
Smash the like button.
Getting out and waving
Make
a
sure
flag
to
or
thumb wrestle that
saying something, or
like
because that's to me
thumb
that's an important
button.
thing. Where
Smack
I've
hand
tried to like
subscribe.
withdraw and like be like, okay, I can't do
And
this
then
anymore. It's very
newspaper, the
stressful,
hammer,
and I know what's happening,
the
and
bell
I can't do anything to fix it. And
to make
I'm
sure
just
you
wasting
receive
my
a
breath, and I'm just
notification
going to
check
withdraw,
mark
and I can't
when
do it because I can't sleep at night. So
alert
the fact I
nuclear
try and
Tommy
view it as
Temper
like, well, you know, at least
alert
every day I'm
nuclear
saying
goes
something, I'm
live
engaging in
upside down
conversation, trying to
emoji.
create awareness. I go to bed at night and I can sleep, knowing that I'm trying to do
Laugh
something.
out loud, you rock.
Whatever
Hank,
that
the
means.
Mexicans get all the
As long as
women
you're
too.
trying to do something, I sleep
Any
better
Taco
at night,
Johns
and I'm
out there?
okay with going to
Never,
sleep at
no,
night.
never heard
So
of a
if you
Taco
can
John.
sleep at night knowing that you're
Besides,
trying
John
and
is
saying,
not a
doing what you
Mexican
can
name.
do, then don't
Nathan,
sweat
I
it. You
picked up
can't
an
change it
electronic
overnight,
organ the other
so
day at a
just
rubbish
have the
job.
patience
That
and calmness
has
and
loads of sound effects on
positive,
it.
forthright attitude. You just keep progressing.
Get your channel going. Come on.
We're
waiting for you.
Doing that and showing that positivity
We need
and
competition.
unity, and we're all in it together, then we should
Cut
win.
and paste. But this tablet is very
Thomas
limited.
Edison was asked the question once
Come on.
before he perfected the light bulb. He was asked, well, you've tried 1,000 things that didn't, and you don't have a light bulb. What have what are you doing? And
Well, I haven't tested tungsten yet.
I made progress because I found 1,000 things that didn't work. Now, I won't do those things anymore. I'll try something different. And that's kind of the process we're in right now. I think we're a lot further along than that. But what we're doing is we're trying to figure out how
15
we're going
people
to
in the
handle
room.
this. And a lot of things
Seems
have
to
already
be a
been figured
stable
out.
number.
If you watch,
Todd says, be right back.
well, anyways,
Okay, you go have a smoke.
There is a lot of progress that people aren't
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
in some of these online chats. They want to go on about all the things that aren't being done, but they don't talk about the things that are being done. And there's
He's like a
lot
dog or
of
something.
progress,
Dog noise,
lot of
dog bark.
progress. Now, the important thing is we have to understand the enemy gets a vote too. So when we make progress,
The enemy.
and they try to stop the progress that we've made, and now we may have to change our tactics. Our strategy or our mission doesn't change, but our strategy
Drinking coffee here.
sometimes has to change, and sometimes we have to change
I'm not
tactics
falling
on the
asleep.
fly. That's just military strategy. And we are in a war.
Limited
it's just
tablet.
an information war. So we're all figuring it out
You
together.
can still cut and paste with a
Carolyn,
tablet,
you're
but
not
yeah, you got to
alone.
cut and paste
That's
into a
the big thing I
notepad or
want to tell
something.
you. And I was
I haven't
told
tried
once
doing that on a
that I
tablet,
should live each
but
day as
I
if
could
it
do
were
it on my
last, and this is
phone.
kind of what Brett was getting at.
But yeah, it's a
And
hassle. It's
because
easier on
one
a
day I'm going
computer.
to be right.
I'll tell you why. Because on my
So,
computer,
might as well have a
I've
good
actually
day
got my notepad
every
open
day,
right here with
no matter what
tons
happens.
and tons and tons of stuff that I can
I
put in
just
here.
want to also say it probably sounds, I mean, obviously, because I am a nurse, that's what started it, but it's everything. It's, you know, just like with you guys, it's not just healthcare, you know, it's everything that has me like just, it's unbelievable
Like
to
stuff
me
like
that
this.
this is happening
Like
in
I've
my
taken a few things
lifetime.
from other people's
And
streams and put it into my notepad here.
it just
And that if I get one of those
floors me.
bots, if I
And
ever
it
figure out how to
scares
get the
me for
bot
my
thing
children, for
going,
my
and I went over
grandchildren.
to a channel
And
or
I
to a
cannot
web page,
just
signed up,
not do
got the
something.
thing
And,
all
you know,
loaded up,
but
whatever,
that
but I
is who
still
I
haven't figured
am.
out how to make
I
it
mean,
work.
anyway, like there's a problem, I
So,
have to find the solution, and it has
found
to be
options
done,
last night
and
for the
then I can
tablet.
sleep at night. That's just how it is.
Good.
So when I am involved in all
Sounding
these
good.
groups and these chats, and I think some of the things
Where's the
that people
animals?
say, and I'm like, do you live
There was
in
a
the
ton
same
of
world
raccoons
I
out there a
do?
little
Because
while ago.
I don't know what you're doing.
And some deer.
I don't know what you're saying. I
Funny,
don't
like about this
understand
time
that
at night, they can all
you don't
disappear and then they come
understand, or
back
that
again.
you don't see anything wrong, or they're on the other side and they're like, you know, go rush down into the Capitol and do this and do that, which we've all seen.
No, don't
That's a no-go.
rush.
No. So
Cause trouble.
I guess that's the frustration. We're in between. What do we do and do it safely, and
what do we do?
But make a difference at the same time, I guess.
Those people
What do we
not
do?
know. They have no idea. They are completely clueless, completely oblivious, have no idea. I call them propaganda drunks, where they've gotten so brainwashed and manipulated by propaganda, they don't know what the heck's happening. They're thinking and believing whatever they're told to think and believe. And we have to acknowledge that they don't know any freaking better, and they don't know anything beyond that which they're told to know and think. And we have to acknowledge that. We can't just, how do you not know this, and like get into a fight or a war. Like it's not a good avenue to pursue. You have to acknowledge they don't know any better. They're not going to listen to you because you are not a suit standing in front of a television camera.
Lion roars.
That is the people that they listen to. Suits in front of television
be
camera.
Nice.
If you're not a suit in front of a television camera, some people are just not going to listen to you. And that's okay. We have to be okay.
Apparently, if you're on a tablet, you click the three dots on the top and choose desktop site, and there you can share websites to the screen.
We're not going to change them overnight.
Okay.
And you know, I've had a few people go against me. Like I've since
I don't know the
blockade,
exact
my flag is
details
not
with
came
that,
down off of my pickup. I have still flown it. I take it down on the highway so it doesn't get wrecked. But I put it back up in every single municipality I'm in, and it goes right back up, and not taking it down. And I've gotten the hate. Not a lot, because I have an indigenous flag and my truck has other political messages, and so there's usually something about my truck that people think.
Oh, that's Brett.
I've even gotten thumbs
Brett
up
Boyle talking right there. That's why you're.
But we have to remember when we do get that hate, because I've gotten that too, where I've had one instance that really sticks out for me was an elderly lady, and she just was like losing her mind.
He's got the Palestine sign on his truck.
The back of my pickup, like a
is what he
full-size
has.
Canadian flag, and she just lost it. And all I did was, I laughed, and I felt sorry for her. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
It's kind of weird. Okay, I'll be right back.
And give her the love, and more love, so she will understand and I'm sorry that you don't understand, and I get that you don't understand, and I have to fight for your rights too, because you're not aware that you're losing them. So
Right.
I feel like where it just kind of makes us kind of have to like elevate a little bit and kind of, oh, this person doesn't get it. Like, that's really too bad. Okay, what can I do to make a bigger difference? And it's I. If you notice how I said that, it's I. I'm not looking to a Trump or some other figurehead. I'm looking to myself. What can I do to maybe make somebody get it a little bit better? What can I do to instill those person's rights a little bit more, even though they're not aware they're losing them, and even though they're calling me all kinds of names?
Right.
I get that they don't get it, and we have to be okay with it and understand that. And I think if we don't, we have to be okay with it, because if we're not, we're just going to drive ourselves freaking loopy, and we're going to create negativity upon ourselves. So
Right.
You Canadians are
we
so
keep having
much
to be
nicer
searching for
than that.
positive and answers, not the negative.
Right.
Sorry, Ed.
I said you Canadians are so much nicer than we are.
It's about unity, right? Like, we're fighting for all of our rights. It's not just a select small group of individuals. Like, we're fighting for everybody's rights, which is all of us. It doesn't matter if you're, I've made how I felt about left-right garbage known, and it's not about left-right or white or brown or Muslim or Christian or I'm an atheist, or like, it's not about any of that. Like, we should all have the equal rights and opportunities and equal footing, and
Yes.
go
Yes.
from there. Like, and if people don't get that, it's okay they don't get that, because propaganda, etc., has caused people to relinquish their ability to think. Like, it really has. So we have to recognize it and be like, okay, I get that you don't get it, and that's all right. I'm still going to fight for your freedoms, and you can call me all the names you want, and it's okay. I'm going to turn my back on you, and I will protect you, because you have a right to protest and say that. Like, we have to combat that negativity and that naysaying with like love and positivity. Like,
Right.
that's my feelings.
Hey Agnes, how's it going? How's it going, darling? Glad to see that you made it out last night in one piece. You were so tired.
Yes, I did. Thank you for staying with me. I really appreciate everyone who did. Like I said already earlier, made it a lot easier, to stay.
I mean, that's why we're all
really
here
engaged.
to support each other, right?
100%.
Yeah, I mean, it's still late. I have 100 people. It came down a little bit. There was like 200 people earlier, or even over that. But I saw a few other people coming, live, so we lost a little bit. But we're still going strong with 100 people. I mean, that's pretty amazing for 1:30 in the morning, right?
Yeah, and if you just reach one person, it's worth it.
That's what I keep
it
preaching.
makes me happy. What we're doing here, people actually want to be engaged with, and, have us, say our opinions and have the little talks about the government and all that. So
I love using their technology. I love using their technology against them. It makes me really happy.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Totally
turning
agree
on
with that.
Yeah,
Are you a tech person?
I'm sorry?
Are you a tech person?
No, I'm like technically, I was going to say retarded. Can I say that? I'm technically retarded. As in slow. It's not, tech isn't my thing, but I am a speaker. Like I'm a researcher and I'm a speaker, and I'm a professionally unprofessional guest on a bunch of different podcasts, which you can YouTube search Frantic Missy and you'll see a bunch of the stuff that I've done. And I've been doing this since 2016, like doing research and I've been deep diving into stuff since 2016. And it's been a crazy like couple years. I'm telling you, like I've seen some things that I never thought I would see, but I was like the one crying wolf, back in January of 2020. I knew then they were going to use this pandemic to take away our rights. I knew then. But the thing is like, I lost a lot of friends. I had a lot of people that, wouldn't speak to me. Now I'm calling it the apology tour, because everybody's like, I'm sorry, you were right. It was a lab leak. I'm like, I know. I tried to warn you then in May of 2020. No one would listen to me. They thought I was crazy. But I think that to be a maverick, to be a patriot, you have to be a little bit crazy because, you know, someone has to start somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do the dirty work. And you know, when police officers go to breach a building, someone has to be the first one that goes and puts their neck out and goes around the corner and risks getting shot at. Someone's gonna get their head shot off. Someone is. And I have no problem being one of those people.
Yeah.
You know,
I got your
I have no
message.
problem being cannon fodder for the people that don't believe what I have to say. Because the funny thing about the truth is,
Copy that.
it always comes
Yeah,
out.
Lion
You
Roars.
can't hide the truth.
Best to
You
just
can't forget it a little while.
drop it in the chat.
So Missy, Sweet Caroline
Not a
said
good
you were from
idea
North Carolina,
to
right? Just like
Charleston,
you.
South Carolina.
like go hard
Charleston,
on
South
what you're
Carolina,
doing.
actually, but not far. It's not that far away.
I'm
Yeah,
from
sorry.
I'm from, well, long story short again, girls. I was a nurse in New York for 25 years. I moved to North Carolina in
Me and Ed are here. It's not just girls, by the way. I'd like to put
sorry. Sorry.
carry on nursing 25 years. Sorry, just pointing
In
out
New
something.
York, but I moved to North Carolina in November because a friend of mine said, you can come down here and you can work and you'll be fine. So I did. I worked in North Carolina for 6 weeks and they said, you're done.
That's correct there, Nathan.
I mean, I think that's happening
Like,
in all the states. It's just,
Lion,
you know.
you might have dug up
I
some
heard-
stuff there and whatever
I heard your whole
on
background story and all.
you know,
like,
certain
I mean,
people,
what you
but
went through, that's brutal because
hey, at the
they
end
didn't
of the
just
day,
take away your freedom, they took away your ability to make income for yourself, and they
Provide for
do what you
family.
do. Walk with the person if you don't like them, but on the other hand, don't. It's not a good idea to come in here and to post a whole bunch of stuff negative about
think
somebody
that's
else.
been
Like,
the
this
hardest
isn't really the platform
is
for that.
thinking
You know
that,
what I mean,
you know,
Lion?
I went into nursing because I care about people.
Then it
and
makes the Tommy Temper
I
room
have
look
spent
like
25
we're trying
years
to
caring for
just
people, and
smear
I
people.
love what I do. And I think that's why
So
it
we have to be
hurts
careful.
like it does, because it's not just about the income.
So
It
let's just move on.
becomes who you are. And I took that very
But I understand
seriously.
you're upset.
I did a lot of 16, 18
But
hour
let's
shifts. I've missed more holidays
take a deep breath.
because
You know,
of what I
relax.
do. And I did all of that for the love of nursing. And that is why it is as painful as it is.
Sweetie, you know, everything happens. I know this is very cliche, but it's the truth. There's a God, there's a plan. Everything happens for a reason. Now, what reason it was that this thing was removed from your life, we don't know yet. But you know, when something is taken from you, you can do two things. You can try and get revenge, but you know, you might as well dig two holes because it's going to take you both down. Or
That's right.
you can do the best revenge of all, which is do well, be happy, take what happened to you.
Maybe I need a
Use
chat
them to
room
glean
here.
from painful life
I wonder if I should
experiences and use that to
actually
teach,
just take
train,
away
and help other
restreaming
people.
and just
And at
have
the end of the
me
day,
sitting here with
God
a chat
obviously
room
has something bigger in mind
and
for
just do a
you.
chat room. Maybe
And
that's
of
the
course, you're grieving right now. You're literally going through.
solution to the
I've
low
heard you
numbers.
talk for the last hour or so, and you've been through all the stages of grief in that one
And just
conversation.
see what happens.
You're literally
Yeah.
grieving your job. Maybe instead
But
of grieving,
you're
what you
kind
should
of at the
do is
mercy of
send
whoever
out some
comes into the
blessings
chat room.
and
And
remember
there's
that
only,
nothing,
you know, with
all
all the
things work
different
for the
chat
greater
rooms
good. They
around,
always do.
because you've got
And
Diego,
this opportunity,
Beers and Cheers,
not this grievous loss, this
of
opportunity
course,
that you have in
Cowboys
front of
Mosh,
you
but his is
is
more
going
of
to
a
give
music
you
type, you know, and the
a
people that
much
go on
bigger,
his
better
channel are
thing,
music
because nothing is
type
taken away
people.
from you
Well,
without being
not all,
replaced with
but
something bigger and better,
most.
especially if you're doing the right thing. And you always know it's the right thing to do because it's
Who
always hard.
else? Vic
The
BC
easy thing
Live,
is always, you know, the wrong thing usually.
Diego.
So
Right.
take everything that you've been through.
But
Take what
generally
you've been through,
speaking,
like
you've got
emotionally
pretty
now,
much the
and
similar
find a
people
way
going into
to
the
reach
chat
out and
rooms.
help other
Oh,
people.
well, and
Because
then
there are
you've
other
got
people that are grieving as well.
John
They're
Curtis,
grieving their job. They're grieving their friends.
slightly
They're grieving
different
the
group
move.
of
They're
people over
There's a
there.
lot of people that
And
are
now
grieving
you've
right
got
Yes, there
Dakota
are.
is doing a chat room now. I think he's done about 3 of them
Dig
now.
down deep and figure out a way that you can help those people, and then you'll feel like you've done something.
With
I think one of the
his
reasons that people are
crowd coming
trolls
into
a
his
lot of
chat
times
rooms. So
and say like hardcore,
you're
like mean
starting to
things.
see more
I
panel
mean, I
type
get
stuff
some
happen
crazy hate mail
out there.
because I don't say things that people necessarily like, but at least I'm honest, so I can stand by that. But I think that a lot of people do that because they feel like they've done something. When they comment and say something rude, or they send me a nasty email, they feel like they've done something to contribute because they feel just as helpless as we all do.
Yeah, but
So
Lion
take
Roars,
this awful thing that's happened to you
you're acting like a
and
troll
get over the
because
grief,
we
let it
understand
go,
that
and figure out what you can do
you
and
don't
how you
like
can
Brett,
use
and
this
we need to go
to
in there and
fight
investigate
the
what
enemy,
Brett's
which
going
is,
on there. But
for lack of a better thing
at
to
the end
call
of the
them,
day,
Klaus Schwab lizard people
you're the one that has
that
the
are,
beef with
trying to
him,
control
so
the
take it
world
up with
and
him.
control all of us
And
and trying to
otherwise
manipulate
we
us with
keep
media and
posting
other
Brett
things
this,
to make us
Brett
think
that,
that the
Brett
world
this.
is one way when
You
we
guys
see big
wake
through
up.
their
You've been
eyes or something else.
duped.
I mean, I saw Biden do that speech where he's like, the economy's the best it's ever
It's
been.
like
I'm
you're
like,
coming in here and you're
are you high?
no better
Actually,
than
sir, you're probably very
the
high.
porn
You're
spam.
definitely not here. You're not on this planet.
Honestly.
And part of me thinks he's
And
part of me thinks
you
it's
say,
like
well, you're
too
educating.
jaunty, like
You're
fake,
spamming.
so that when all the stuff comes out,
I
that
already
he
know.
did,
Personally,
like
I
that
already
he can
know
like plead
your
insanity or elderly
thoughts.
age, so he can get away with it. Part of me thinks that because
So,
it's just too.
There you go.
It's too bizarre.
Right.
But the other part of me goes, we are literally a ship without a rudder. So
Yes.
the rudder is us. The rudder is the people. And the forefathers, the people that designed the Constitution, notice I didn't say write, I said designed the Constitution, the way that they designed it. They didn't just like wake up one day and they're like, oh yeah, the British are defeated, everything's good. No, they fought and they lost things. And they were willing to lose their families, they were willing to lose their homes, they were willing to lose their property, they were willing to die for that. So we all need to put on our brave face because this is just the beginning. I think it's going to get a lot crazier before it gets any better. I do think it's going to get better though. So we just all have to band together and network like you guys have been talking about. And
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm here. I'm here to network. I'm
Well,
here to help.
just as
And
long
anyone
as
who can help anybody,
everyone's
please let me
goal
know
is
because I have a
get
lot
rid of the
contacts
mandates,
and I try to
freedom.
I
That's
disagree
the
with
basic
something you
bottom
said,
line.
in that you're not a ship without a rudder. You very much have a rudder, but I think there's
America
a big.
is a ship without a rudder.
No, it's not. There's very much it's on course. It's so on course, but it's.
And that's too bad.
I meant a reference to Biden, our president.
I think
not
there's a
all
big.
there.
I think there's a big portion of our population. It doesn't matter where in the world. Pick a country. Our governments are not representing us and are not doing what the people want. They are doing what bigger foreign powers and foreign agendas want. So
and people are riding all over the world.
There's very much a rudder. It's just not the rudder that the people are steering. There's foreign influence that's steering that ship.
Sorry, I didn't clarify. I should have been more clear. But that's what I meant. I meant like we look like a ship without a rudder. We have to be the rudder. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all by design. There's no doubt about that. And I think everybody knew what was happening when it happened. It's just that some people didn't want to accept that because it went against what they thought their side, and this gets to what you were saying before, Brett, because here in America, we always had two sides, right? And I was one of those people, I'm a Republican, okay? So after a time, I thought the Bushes were cool, and I thought, all these other people were cool. And as time went along, I started learning things that I didn't know. And I found out that no, Bush Sr. started it, and then Clinton kept on going, and then Bush Jr. kept on going, and then Obama kept on going, and Trump said, no, we're going to do something different. And then you know what we got, and this goes back to what you were saying, Missy, is that there's a reason, okay? So what's interesting is if Biden hadn't stolen the election, then we would not know what we know now, because they would have just taken us,
Biden didn't steal an election. The same electoral college that put in Biden also put in Trump. I just want to point that out.
It goes a little bit more deep than that scientifically.
No, it super doesn't. The same electoral college
all
that put in
entitled to our
Biden is
opinion.
the exact same electoral college that put in Trump.
Sometimes
And the deep state.
Not a Trump fan.
Yeah.
I view Trump in a whole other manner. He's, in my opinion, one of the biggest puppets the White House has ever seen. But I have different political affiliations, so I have reasons for that. But I understand what you're saying.
Let's take that disagreement somewhere else, and you and I can talk about it. And then we can on it. Okay. Keep them out of here. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I mean, this is what they do,
talking
though.
about whatever.
Okay.
This is the military-industrial complex, the same one that Eisenhower warned us when he left the White House, the same one that JFK did a speech about, and they put a bullet in his head.
Nathan says ruins the mood of the room when people start hating others.
It wasn't just that. I mean, George Sr. is the only person who doesn't remember where they were the day
true.
JFK was shot. He's the only person.
Got the whole
I wonder what
mood of the
Agent
room
was up to.
in a
I'm
negative
just saying that, like, everyone wants like an
feeling.
automatic.
I like you.
Well, that's the truth. The truth hurts some people, but that's the truth. The people we thought we could trust, we could never trust. I mean, Walter Cronkite did the voiceover for the Bohemian Grove cremation of care ceremony in front of
Well,
the
he's just one of the few
they put their cares in the effigy
people
of a child,
that are on the
hopefully
panel
actual
there.
child, and burned it.
Got
And
6
that
people.
was Walter Cronkite. So the media has been
And we're also
people
listening to Mechanic
so much
over
longer
there.
than a lot of people realize.
That's
And
funny.
a hard pill to
Where did
swallow because
everyone
it
go?
makes us feel like
Looks like
fools
he's
and
the only
like
one
Trump,
sitting there.
that we
Let's
should've-
go over there and take a listen. See what's happening to Eric.
Just go to Walmart and use one of their scales on the shelf. Most of them come in boxes. I don't know if they really have scales much anymore that you could just put on the
Line
ground and
roars.
step on
Kick
it.
Brett out then. Line. I can't kick him out. It's not my chat. I can pull red lipstick
be back.
shots out of there. But, you know, like, come on.
It's not you, go.
Line roars. This is the internet. It's just the internet. It's all fake.
Yeah.
Queenie is getting really pissed off.
Like
Queenie's
I said,
like
I
on
think it's
Jello.
gonna be a thing where
Tommy,
it may not have
calling
time.
Tommy Temper. Queenie here.
No, this takes
Yeah, what's up with this Lion Roars guy
I
here?
really do. I really enjoy
Oh
the
my God.
interactions,
It's
especially
like
when the chat gets down. a
we
little bit
create our
lower
own drama
and we, I'm not playing catch up all the time on the chat.
between everyone in the
You
chat.
know, that's definitely nice.
It's like every single day there's some kind of drama happening. There's somebody creating drama. Okay, Queenie, now do you see what it's like to create drama? There's the creating drama side of it there. And it was almost like, we're going to have to ban this guy for spamming the room. Lion roars. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Now we've got something weird going on here.
that's
There's some kind of music
naughty
playing.
to do,
This
because then you're taking advantage of
Stop
the
it.
return system at Walmart.
Mayor McCheese.
Pretty sure I can find a bathroom scale someplace. Or even pick up one cheap and just keep it.
Uh-oh. Lion roars. Want my number?
Oh, the flamingos? I'm like, my new friends are sitting with me. They're all gone, the flamingos. Yeah.
Sideshow. Yeah. Relax.
Yeah. I definitely like it when the chats slow down a little bit and I'm not playing catch up all the time. You know, but I try my best. I really do.
Relax.
No, I didn't get a gym membership.
Jersey Dolphins is in the room.
That is going on that's pretty good right now. I may go try to take advantage of that.
Conflict.
But right now I don't.
Look out.
Maybe I might be able to ride with Appalachian Flute because he's got the black card at Planet Fitness where he can have a gas.
Getting late.
Maybe I can use a tape measure, or not tape measure, a
Eric's
scale.
the only one around the fire, and the fire's going low. Just some coals.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the horn
And he's
you
not
can only
putting
get on
another
Amazon.
log
At
on the
least
fire.
locally, I cannot
The cheeky
find
torches
this
have
style
gone
of
out.
horn anywhere but on Amazon.
Giving you
And,
a play-by-play
You know, but the drill I can get at Harbor
of
Freight.
the AFC camp.
I like chilling with you guys.
Lion Roar says,
I'm pretty relaxed. I mean,
I don't want to
oddly
type,
enough, though, now
but he
that,
wants to give you butt hugs.
AFC and
Aw, that's nice.
1776
Queenie,
are a little bit more on
even
better
if you
terms.
hate the Oilers.
Minnesota
Aw,
missouri stopped by.
that's nice.
He was going over
Hank,
to
good night.
deal with
Catch
his
you later.
truck that broke down.
Aw.
We diagnosed it over the phone. Not
Bye, Hank,
anything
says
I can
Nathan.
Really do. He's going to have to take to the
Yeah,
shop.
see you later there,
But
Hank.
he was borrowing a car,
Take care.
and the lug nuts came loose.
Lion Roars,
And,
Nathan's.
yeah, the wheels
I have a
fell
channel.
off, so he'd stopped
Just no
over here,
junk
and
on there.
Luckily, it was a quick fix of retightening his lug nuts. Hence, why after 50 miles, if you've got
Okay,
aluminum
that's
rims,
good.
you
Well,
have
hopefully
your lug nuts
everything's going to
retorqued.
go well
And
tonight.
then, the gentleman with the white pickup truck that has
Queenie
the Harley
says,
in the back
hugs to you
showed
too.
up over here, and he's got me doing some stuff too. So
Lion Roars,
the word is
please
out
sleep
that
and
it's
wake
okay to
up
come
feeling
here, I
better
guess,
than
and,
tonight.
My
Because I
workload
see
is-
you got some shit off your chest. So you should feel better, okay? Well, she didn't really say it like that, but... Because I don't see
I'm
an
not
exclamation
playing with
mark
my
at
horn.
the end
I've
of the
built one
okay.
already. I've got one built.
And the only capitalized word was shit, so the rest of the sentence wasn't as elevated as I made it seem. Hank says, Nathan's later. Todd G. Good night, Hank. Thanks for being there. Nathan's rubbish removal. I'll pass on the butt hugs. I'm glad you picked that up. That was funny. The butt hugs. That was the best part.
Yeah. I forgot the mic.
Couldn't make it up. Oh, don't leave the mic there.
Alright.
We're over here with
Did
the
you
mic.
guys hear me at all?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's that?
Alright.
What's that horn? Well, honk the
Yeah, no,
horn.
what I was saying is,
Middle of the
basically,
night.
this is the
Yeah,
final
do it.
design. The
Wanna
only
hear it.
differences that I'm going to probably do is instead of using a Dremel to make this hole in the top wider, I'm going to use a soldering iron because
Oh, yeah.
when I used the soldering iron and it was still molten, the plastic was still hot, I got a tighter fit from the motor.
Oh, yeah,
On
yeah.
the next one, I'm going to make
Yep.
the hole in the back a little bit smaller. I accidentally stepped it up one step too big. And if I can figure out a way to get rid of the zip ties, I didn't cut these short. I want to use a pliers and tighten them down another couple clicks before I clip them completely clean.
Yeah,
but
and
you
put
know,
the
I didn't get to that tonight.
the
so I
join
left
at a
little
different
tabs
spot
on there, so I still have
where you
something
don't
to
see it.
pull. I'd like to figure out if there's a way I can get rid of the zip ties, but really this is kind
have
of the
to
final
somehow
product.
glue it or have a little
It
bracket.
works really well. So no battery.
If you had a
I can
3D
pull the
printer,
trigger all
you
I
could
want, and
print
it
a
can
little
do
bracket.
squat. The battery's on the charger. But yeah.
But what's with that? The handheld thing is
So-
a compressor.
You know, hopefully you can hear me. I think I brought the right mic. Yeah, I brought the right mic. You should be able to hear me. So yeah, like I said, you know, I think this will be the
So
final
the
product.
compressor in his hand is filling that
Well,
little
they'll probably
cylinder,
provide me
or
with
that
big
little cylinder
horns.
there. The red thing is part of the little
I've already gotten
compressor,
some requests.
and it's feeding air in that little clear
I made
tube
one
to the
for
back
Polish
of the horn,
Agnes.
and
Made
that's
one-
where
I'm
it's
making
feeding
one for myself live on
air
stream.
into the
This is
horn. The
actually
horn goes
Polish
all the way from the back,
Agnes's
all
horn.
the way through that tube, all the way to the front.
Nicole.
So that's that tube
and,
sticking through there.
and I think his name's Brian. They both want one, so I've got 3 more to make right now. I
It's
believe
almost
Soup
like you
Mama
took the
wants
compressor part of it out of the
So,
trigger
yeah.
part and mounted it on top.
I didn't want to go into the horn business.
If you look close at the design there,
time-consuming process.
because I'd like to see the components
but,
before he built it.
I think I'm gonna
And
be
I'll
a
bet you
horn
that red
mechanic.
part was inside of that,
Yeah.
above his hand there.
Walmart online has exact.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not the exact same horn for $14.99. I've seen that Wawuga or WOLW horn, and it's an electric horn. It's electrically activated. This is an actual air horn. This thing is loud. I'm telling you, this is loud. Like doing this, it hurts my ears even being behind the horn. This thing is loud as hell.
Cool. I need one. Take it to the Oiler game.
I don't know what happened to Smith with the 1976 orange Chevrolet from Indiana. I know he was at that one truck stop. I think he came back to Hagerstown, but I'm assuming he went home when it all went down.
Going down.
Looks like a blunderbuss. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah. Can't hear you. Yeah, ha ha ha. Yeah, right. But imagine it did work with no battery. That would be something. Yeah, that'd be pissing off a lot of people right now. Because I guarantee everybody'd jump if this thing went off.
Let's hear it.
Dinner Bell is
want
back
to
at
hear the
1776 with his mother, and the school bus are all back there. Good night, little Mama Brown. I better sleep tonight at the store to be the first one in line tomorrow. Night, countryman. Happy dreams. This has a compressor. It looks like the exact same one. Send me a link, MJR. That'd be cool. I saw one for $50.
I'm going to search for some more feeds to watch. So
$42 to build.
Stand by for more entertainment coming up.
Dreams. Sleep sweet. You too, Talbert's mom.
We have
Make Dinner
Y
Bell
Cops.
a horn.
I wonder what Y Cops are up to.
Horn. I know you meant horn. All right.
Oh, he's not live anymore.
I'm gonna
Let me do a refresh of my lives.
It's now 1:47. I was gonna wrap it up around 1, but I do enjoy the chat, and you guys, kept me on here. But hopefully, you guys enjoy the horn. I'll demo
Cowboys
it.
Mosh is live. Open Panel is.
You won't get the full experience over
Broken Patriot.
over a cell phone, but actually I have a video from
got Sin City.
Dennis the Mayor. After this live, I'll upload that video of this.
Sin City might be interesting.
So
what have we got?
I don't know how long
South
it'll
Saskatchewan.
take. He sent it in a text, so I'm assuming it's not going to be too big of a file. I'll post that up to
what's going on there? You can't even see.
YouTube. And if you guys stick around for the couple of minutes or whatever that it takes to load, you guys can see this thing in action. And yeah. All right. I can't leave to go home till they fix my truck. And so far, it won't be ready till next week, Wednesday. So I don't know. All right. Good night, guys. Don't go home. You guys realize I've been here for like almost 100 or more days, right? Is this going to be an every night thing? Is this what we do every night? I sit here and try to shut the camera off. You guys hack my phone and turn it back on. Every night thing. You guys did do it. I sit here and I turn this thing off, and just as it's about to turn off, all of a sudden the camera pops back on, and it's like, really? I mean, here, I'm hitting end again. I guarantee it's going to come back. I want to know who it is. I want to know who's hacked into an Apple.
Timber Traveler.
It's supposed to be like one of the most
likes
secure
a top
phones
hat
on the market, and just keeps turning it back on because I literally have to force reset the phone. I've got to literally hold the power and force it to shut the phone down to get the stream to end. You know, whoever is hacked with this phone is very talented. All right. Somebody's going to own up to it. I know they are. Really? Really?
Yeah.
It was me.
Yeah,
Serious,
just relax.
serious. You're a
We're just
hacker.
watching what's
Okay,
happening.
well, we're gonna
Let
ban
me
you.
see if I
Bye.
can get
Serious. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
something else up
Alright.
here. That's what I was looking for.
No disassemble.
We've got
I love that movie.
Kotab.
I love that
1, 2, 3,
movie.
3.
Alright.
Stand by.
Dude, yeah, I don't want to leave you guys, but, you know, I should actually get up and try Soup Mama's breakfast one of these days. No, it's me, Blue Velvet. Oh, God. Alright, we're watching you. Yes, I see that. Alright. Alright, I'm going to force reset the phone. It's not going to come back this time. It definitely is going to go bye-bye. It is. It's going to go bye-bye.
Got to add another 3 on there.
I wonder if WYSIWYG's dog has to deal with this. That's got to be rough.
WYSIWYG's dog. Okay, let's see what else we can come up with here. Let's put in
Blue Velvet's
Dakota
in
over
New
here.
Zealand? Or no, Sharon Goodwin's in New Zealand. We're all banned now. Oh my God. All right, you guys take care. Thanks for hanging out. All right, bye-bye.
Oh, okay, we'll put them right in here. Good spot. Good timing too, if I do say so myself. Except for my lack of being able to find.
When are you guys going to admit that you were?
I was a little kind of like, ooh, okay, I gotta be careful because of my dad.
Before the commercial came in.
And stuff. My dad was my best friend. Is my best friend, even though he's gone.
There's an offer, but you know what? There's another
bunch of ducks.
There's an excuse.
Oh yeah, things are fine. Connor's got him under control. I'm just hanging out with you guys. But there's a little bit of a moment there where I was like, ooh, with the stuff because I was, you know, I was worried about my dad. But I didn't believe a lot of it. You know? Yeah, there was Canadian geese that flew over.
What can I do beside you?
You don't gotta prove nothing. It's all good.
Fuck you, one of the best of the best.
44. I wonder what that age is going to be like. 44 is a good number.
You got potential for it.
Actually, for me, I see 44 a lot.
You could be a good worker.
Like 444 or 344, 1244, 144. Have any of you guys seen numbers repeatedly? My dad leaves me a lot of times.
You know what these must
Actually, he leaves me money, but I'm just like, Dad, can you leave me more than dimes? Like, drop a hundo here or there.
I feel like a feather.
Sorry, I'm kind of giggly.
Guys, seriously, you gotta get a job right away, man.
Fuck.
Get a job.
I introduced to bros and they know I feel like a feather.
Talk to me, Goose. What's going on?
Look, man, all we got to offer is
If you guys haven't figured out that I really like Top Gun,
You ever see those? You see those guys?
1, 2, 3, 12, 34, 11, 11. If I was at home, Timber,
I feel like a fucking bitch.
I have a numbers book,
Look, you ever see the?
and I could read you what those 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 11 mean.
That's us, man.
But I'm at home, and I don't have that book with
And we're
me.
not doing it because
1, 2, 3, 11, 11. Okay, so 11, 11 is 143 is an odd number to see.
I'll show you.
Do you see it a lot, Mrs. T? But 1111 is, I mean, it's pretty well known. I think what that means. I've had a few drinks and stuff, so I don't quite remember.
You left them at a bar?
Yeah, I think it's basically like you're on the right path. Your angels are with you. This is just okay. So, without full disclosure, just maybe partial disclosure, I'm getting
Get rid of those lights, whatever.
not images, but words to say to you guys in regards to that. So I hear it and I'm conveying it to you without trying, with basically zero fucks given. I got some abilities.
We woke up today, man. We're happy to be alive, right?
Timber, I wanna connect with you.
Everything's meant to be.
I seriously. I don't know what happened with us. I've lost a few people on Facebook, but I'm going to add you back on and let's connect because I'm okay. So my dad passed away January 17th, 2021, and just a few days after he passed, I knew that his passing was going to bring me into who I was truly meant to be spiritually. So I'm on a huge spiritual journey, and I would like to connect with you on that if you're interested in it.
See what I'm doing?
I'm super spiritual, and I'm starting to open up more.
What?
Cosmic enlightenment is a good. Hey, Basshead, how are you? Yeah, cosmic enlightenment is a good way of putting that too.
I'm asking you.
I'm on a big spiritual journey, and I'm switching career paths. I'm being guided to become a healer that I was always meant to be. This guy's freaking out next to me, so hopefully you're okay with that.
But just like ride the wave of life. You don't need to be mad at nothing, man.
Well, I'm not mad at nothing.
You gotta go to school.
I fucking want to figure something out.
Get it out, man. It's all good because you know what? You're gonna go to school tomorrow, and you gotta be there. What time you gotta be there?
Yeah, I'm super spiritual.
Wait.
I am.
Well, I'm just asking.
And
you should, honest to God, be there.
Sometimes, like my entire life, I've hidden who I was.
Yeah.
But I said no more.
Try to be, yeah.
I'm live on YouTube right now. I'm not hiding.
Good guys.
And I'm around you beautiful people on my birthday, and it's making me feel extra loved.
What's that?
Yo, this chick.
Nice, Timber. Yeah, we gotta connect. I can't remember whereabouts are you located. If you don't have to say, You can always say privately to me if you don't want to say it publicly, but we do have to connect. I think this one thing I've learned since my dad passed, two, since this whole movement has started, is connecting with everybody who is like-minded, spiritually based, like all that stuff, and being around people who pump your tires up, not deflate them. My neighbor actually said that to me years ago when I first met him. When he first moved in, he is about pumping people's tires, not deflating them, and I've used that saying ever since, and I believe that.
Well, I can give her a chance. You know what I mean? Nothing forced.
What are you talking about, Stephanie?
Come there, be my friend.
You're okay. So Timber's out on the island too.
Come there, be my friend.
Okay, like I know we were all talking about getting together.
Yeah, I do.
Excuse me, but I think we might have to wait for like till next summer.
Girl, I love you.
Because it is summer, basically. So I think everybody we need to find a neutral space for all of us to kind of gather and hang out. So we need to kind of collectively, yes.
Yo, it's okay if I smoke this?
Yeah, it's all yours.
Is it okay?
It's all good, buddy. I got my own.
Yo, I have to freaking salt.
It's alright. Oh, it's
family diversion. I don't need it.
Fucking love it.
Can you please stop offering me and her shots of that? Because we don't want it.
Okay, where were we? Before I was,
You know what I mean? You know, like, you've offered it a few times, so it's like, thank you, I very much appreciate your offering of that, but I just don't need it.
And shut off my mic.
Oh, Stephanie, that's
listen
cool.
to Queenie on cello.
My dad has only come to me once in a dream, and I said when he passed that I was not ready to see him.
Everybody's all riled up.
When I am ready to come to me in a
Because
dream,
of,
and he did come to me in a dream.
Lion.
But full disclosure, friends, today was a hard day.
Seriously.
Because it is my birthday, and I used to get text messages.
Do it.
Relax.
Happy birthday, kiddo.
Honest, man, I'd be so proud of you if you did.
And it's the second birthday in a row that I haven't got that. And it's the first birthday since my stepdad passed
Step one.
that I don't have him to wish me a happy birthday. But with all that,
you're gonna love life, man.
I'm here. I'm having a beautiful birthday. I'm with my buddy Connor. I have love in my heart. I have a beautiful man that treats
The
me
internet.
amazing.
People are people.
I'm happy and I have
Some people are good, some people are bad, some people do good things, some people do bad things. You know, nobody's a saint. When I say stuff that people don't like all the time, people call me out on things that I say. You know, there is no such thing as a saint. Uh-oh.
I love Family Guy so
It's a
much.
phone call from
It just wasn't
Blind Roars.
when I was.
Okay.
It doesn't sound good. I'm not answering the phone.
No, you need to go.
Sorry, man.
Thank you.
Sorry.
No one doing that.
Sorry.
It's a bad connection. Didn't go through.
Continuous try, but I mean, she's taken.
I'm 100% taken. I'm 100% happy, brother.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm so happy that you can't get in anywhere near
Melissa's freedom. Welcome to the room. We're just having a fight in here tonight. Nothing more than a little friendly fight.
My man makes me happy.
But I want to see you go to school.
But I'm going to make it known to the world.
I don't know what's going to happen. But the tensions are high.
Because I ain't going to let anybody touch me.
Who knows what'll happen next?
You sound like one of those
I know my phone rang.
Oh, come on, man.
Sorry.
You don't have to be. It's all good. It's all good. Just, you know.
So we could just chill.
Yo, can we
Let's just chill.
If you want to go
Let's not get into he said, she said. We already know
You got to set boundaries with
what was
everybody
on
in
your
life,
mind,
Stephanie.
Lion. You said what was on your
100%.
mind. Okay, we get the picture. We
Right?
get the idea.
My friends know me.
And Now it's time for Melissa's Freedom. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up and subscribe.
Bye.
And
You know what? I don't know. Set dream boundaries too. Yes, you have to set those boundaries
enjoy
too. Because
the company.
yeah, I agree. You got to protect yourself with all that
so
shit.
It's like, thank you, but I can hold my own. You'd be surprised.
Fighting over?
Yeah, go get some firewood. It's cold up in this bitch.
Time to move on. Time to move on. Time to move on. Game over. Game over. Game over.
Did you, Mrs. T, were you watching our video from Edmonton this weekend?
Chainsaw. Melissa's Freedom. See, look at it.
And we
scared Melissa with the chainsaw. But honestly, the chainsaw was the best vocal representation of
I would have brought my cards because I do oracle cards, but I couldn't bring them
aura
because I won't touch them if I'm under the influence.
of the room
and I
here,
knew that
of the
I'd
feeling.
have a few drinks and have some
Back in a few weeks, maybe.
So.
Come on, Lion. No need to go anywhere. Stick around.
Yeah. Perfect.
Just chill a little, you know. No need to
Okay, away from me, please.
worry too much about others.
Thanks, Connor.
Nobody's perfect. But we understand.
I love Sage too. I brought it with me. We're gonna smudge.
We're listening to Kotab in Edmonton. He's got a few friends. They're having a little.
That's here, Mrs. T.
Sounds like a little party.
I don't know. I don't remember his name. I'm so bad with names.
There are a few people in the background.
Bad with names. I'm sorry, guys.
Watching Critter Vision with the raccoon and the deer.
Oh, that's cool,
Raging
Timber.
Dissidents replay from earlier today. He
Her
was
name is
raging
Coco. My
pretty
son
bad.
named her,
Well,
my oldest
or
son.
good in his
And then I
mind.
have a bird. I had two
And
birds.
we've got Wycops.
I had an
That's a
angel who's
replay
still
of
with
them
me,
earlier,
and then I
but
had Sun-
they were pretty much rolling down the road. Just giving us an idea of where they were at and
that like button, yes.
talking about what happened in the last few days. And then we've got lipstick.
Freedom, listen, you
Red
gotta
lipstick
close
shots up here
YouTube
with
and you have to mute the YouTube and stay on the stream
with
us.
My YouTube is gone.
Polish Agnes.
Okay, cool.
And a few people on her chat.
We did promise Missy a chance to speak.
Is it still like that? I'm on mute right now.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Well, so did you have YouTube? Hold on. Did you have your
I'm on my cell phone.
with YouTube?
I'll just
Well, now
I'll call you right back. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Clearly, we're doing something great because we're being messed with. So that's good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Missy, straighten us out here. What did you want to say earlier?
Yes, please.
Just that we need to be very. We seem to be very careful because we saw with what happened with Gaddafi, what happens when you have a power vacuum. Trump might not be the best guy in the world to some people, but I'd rather have like Trump in office than have like a power vacuum where someone even worse pops up that takes that position. At least we know what we're getting into with him. That's all I had to say.
Vent room.
Well, and we know what we had when it was there.
They can smash items from rubbish jobs.
I always say to everybody,
Live within a baseball bat. Yeah. Like if we get like a big screen TV or something like that, smash it.
Able to pull that off within those 4 years. And I always
we're learning.
Hard, just this economy was fucking amazing.
We're also learning how much Twitter is a mess through the stuff going on with Elon Musk. We're learning about all the bots. We're learning about all the algorithms that pump some people up and shadow ban others, and all that's coming to light officially now. So, I mean,
do you want to know why that happened economically? Why you were so successful? Because I can answer that with my political views towards Trump as to why the U.S. was so successful under Trump. I know exactly why. It was because he was one of the biggest puppets the White House has ever seen. Where
I never can say that.
let me finish. Let me finish. I will
What?
explain myself. Please just let me finish.
Mhm.
I'll just be a quick minute. I'll
Okay,
finish
let's
up on my
listen to
point.
Brett.
Because under Trump, you saw the Golan Heights, which is Syrian, being acknowledged as somebody else's territory. You saw an embassy move to Jerusalem that is somebody else's territory. You saw his daughter marry somebody from a foreign country and give access to the White House despite nepotism laws. You saw a foreigner with insider access to the White House. The country that all those entities are opposing is being ethnically cleansed. I referred you earlier to where you can find your dollar on the US $1 bill, where you can find that pyramid. And the bankers that are really running this show, because all wars are banker wars, remember, they have other agendas at play.
He's into the cleansing of Palestine.
In the Middle East. There's
So
an
he's
ethnic cleansing
into
going on.
Israel
And
shouldn't be
lots of
there,
people have
is what
become
he just said
propaganda
without
drunks,
saying that.
don't understand what's happening,
And the
have become, there's a whole other storyline and narrative that's happening.
dollar
behind the
thing,
scenes.
he's
So
onto his
Donald Trump
own
going
tangent,
along with all this,
which I know that.
the bankers rewarded him. Where,
And
okay, we'll open up this. You can
Lion
have
knows
that.
that,
You can have this.
right?
We will make
That's
your
his
people
agenda,
feel really
right?
good and just keep going along with what you're doing because
And I
you're
say,
screwing
yeah,
over
okay.
these people. You're screwing over these people. But your people love you. So it doesn't matter that you're fucking over all these other places. And that's a big thing where I get that you guys in the U.S. had it amazing. Other people around the world had it freaking terrible. So I understand
I'm an
that you guys
isolationist.
soften
Yeah, but
up,
Trump is gone.
but
So you have to go, okay, well, bygones are bygones. Let's move on. What is Biden doing for you?
It all has to crumble.
If you like Biden so much, what's Biden doing for you?
See what's going on? That's what's going on right there. It's all going to crumble.
That would be my question for him.
And then
no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not going to crumble. I totally don't agree. We can stand outside the buildings and wave flags. We can stand outside the buildings and wave flags all day long. Nothing is going to crumble. They do not care about us. We have to get inside the building.
Argue that. It's happening all over the world.
We're hearing that all the time.
It's going to happen. You can't stop it.
Change politics by becoming a politician. Work with a politician, petition to politicians, lobby. That's how you make change.
When you make noise, get heard.
Pretty much.
This is the problem. Everyone has been sleeping for such a long time, and they're
been grandfathered in. The sleep has been grandfathered in. There are things that we accept that we should never have accepted.
People are afraid of their own government. And they teach in school not to talk about politics.
They tell you about not talk about authority.
They tell you not to talk about sex, religion, or politics, the three most important things there are possibly to discuss.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nothing is crumbling. I don't understand where you get that perspective because nothing is crumbling at all. All the agendas are going through.
Look at all the you seen how many pedophiles have been arrested?
Nothing crumbling. Look at all the people on the streets right now. You don't see that? Bro, it hasn't hit
Look how many people have become homesteaders in the last
it hasn't hit you yet, man. You're living a good life.
I'm not living a good life, but I do recognize that all the agendas are going through. I mean, are you aware that here in Canada the other day, our Prime Minister just decided that
not our Prime Minister.
Not our Prime Minister. Yeah, thank you for the correction. Not our Prime Minister.
Agnes.
There's global powers at play that decided that Canadians no longer needed handguns. The following day, or like within 24 or 48 hours, they also decided that they were going to legalize heroin and fentanyl. So here you can have 2.5 grams of fentanyl, but you can't have a handgun. And here in Alberta, do you want to know how many? Do you want to know how many? Do you want to know how many Canadian flags I saw go up? I see more flags flying now than when we had the border lockdown. There's more flags flying in my town now.
They're doing the exact same
We
thing.
have lots of
So your boy, Leonard Peltier, I just did a bunch of research on him. You know that he shot a bunch of people and was basically a terrorist. So yeah, he's in prison. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's getting bad.
Charles Manson never
Cost
actually
of everything
spent his
going
life in
up.
prison because he convinced other people to do so.
Especially now you've got the cost of fuel going up.
He had 2 FBI
Holy
agents
crap.
going to his-
What was it? A buck,
Buddy, while you were running your mouth, I was doing
over
research.
$1.20, or sorry, $120 a barrel
What do you mean? That the
for
2
oil.
FBI agents killed his whole family.
Good.
And that makes everything more expensive.
This is how you can treat Native people?
The FBI didn't kill his whole family. I'm reading it right now. And it says nothing about
Whose
that.
land are you on? Where are you
You're such
living?
a liar. You're lying. Or you're misinformed. I just
We
did
are
a bunch of research on
misinformed.
this.
I'm
It says
far from
nothing here
misinformed.
about them killing his family. What have you read? Where did you find that? Please send me that information. I'd love to see it.
AIM.
No one killed his family. That's not true.
Yeah.
Thank you, Missy.
You think the system's going to tell the truth, especially when they lie about? Look what they're doing to Pat King right now. Exactly.
Well, then why are you even? You think you ranting about it right now is going to fix anything? You think upsetting everybody in this room is going to fix anything? All
I
you're
just
doing
said that
is like,
left and right is the same bird.
you're wasting our time talking about stuff that has number one, nothing to do with what has to do with me or anybody else that's in America right now.
I
And number
just say
two,
when
you're
this guy was in
spouting
office-
information that's not correct because I'm doing the research and that it says nothing like that. So
So you believe in Google, everything what they say about mainstream news.
I guess I do. Darn it. Maybe
No,
one day I'll
darn
learn.
it, eh? Darn it, eh? So what are you trying to defend here? You're saying that I'm wrong because it's okay for his family to get killed by FBI agents.
No
Do
one
you know
killed
the
his
history?
family. That's
Do you
not
know
correct.
the Aboriginal history?
What the
Do
heck?
you know Native history at all? Do you know Native history at all?
Agnes, I can't. Should I go?
No, you stay, Missy, because this guy's asking questions that can't be answered.
Yes, I know. Because then if you can't trust anything, oh, well then what do you trust? How are you going to find out anything? How do you know what you read wasn't a lie then? Where are you getting your information from? Because I would love for you to send it to me. I would love to hear it.
I'm part Native. I'm committed to these people. I know exactly what goes on over there.
So the telephone game doesn't work, I guess, for your people?
Yeah. Missy, I appreciate you doing the research.
This is how you want unity. This doesn't look good on you. You know that. This doesn't look good.
I just don't think
I just don't think a guy should be in
See?
there for 5 years.
Nobody can get along
Supposedly
anywhere.
killed 2 FBI agents.
Everyone fights.
Okay.
Wait, so hold on. So can you give us your input, Freedom, on this guy? What do you research and what do you think?
I know
In
this.
1975, he was in the 10 most wanted list, okay?
He's a
Impractical Jokers. So I love that show.
You're reading mainstream Google News, man. Just stay away from that. It makes you sick.
Yeah, that's why Freedom. I mean, everyone can Google.
You're not gonna
so
find
tell
the
us
truth
your
on there. Like, I'm trying to tell you that his family got killed by 2 FBI agents. They fucking went on his property.
Drywall testing
they invaded
for,
his native land. Okay?
Please send me resources.
Do you know what reserves are? Do you know what
Asparagus.
reserves are? Do you know anything about
I
native
know.
background?
That's the latest thing going on.
Don't
Can
use.
you please send me documents?
Oh,
Franticbooking
Brett
at
left.
gmail.com. I'd love
Okay,
to read your documents.
Brett left. Lion.
It's he said.
Good.
She said.
You're
literally
happy.
right now. So there's no resolving this.
Room. Brett
I'm
left.
not gonna let him out. Of course.
The panel. Take a breath.
You know how many native people fought for their rights for so long? Where have you been?
Please send the documents.
Why are you here?
Franticbooking at gmail.com.
Why are you here? You know what I mean?
Your opinion does not count, does not matter, so don't even say it.
Do you know what the 4 colors
Over.
are?
Done.
Red, black,
Out.
yellow, yellow and white, it means unity. It means one love. It means all of us got to come together as one. Look what you're doing. Look what you're doing.
Now you're getting mad, yeah.
Calm down just a little, please.
You guys are willing to defend the system. It's broken. It's broken system.
I am willing to read any documents that you would like to send me, and I will be more than happy
you
to
gotta
change
do
my
some
mind on every
waking up.
document.
Lion, you got everyone all
And what I'm
upset
just saying, we're holding a guy in there and destroying his
over
whole family
virtually
over political
nothing.
BS.
Come on.
It's the same thing they're doing here in Canada to freedom George and Pat King.
Let's talk about Pat King.
Just chill.
Where's that interview of the girl that knows something about Pat King? Let's put that up, okay? Hang on a second,
Hi,
Room.
Carolyn.
The Pat King
I'm just
interview.
telling him
Yeah,
relax.
let's find
relax.
that. Stand by, Room. There's
That's
10
the
people
nursing
in the room.
But you know, like,
I'm just telling him to relax. You know. Just tell him.
We'll find it. We'll get some interesting stuff for you here.
How you really feel.
everyone has emotions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Everyone goes through their own struggles. But
Like, no, yeah, I mean, I'm
I have
willing
lots
to
of
hear
friends.
anybody's, you know, whatever your research about stuff is, please, you know, because we really don't know exactly what the facts are going to be, you know? Like, you research this, and she researched something else, right? And
The
we
thing
all
is,
have
I didn't
our
research
own...
this.
Where was that Dosho one, though? Let's show that
Well,
one.
his son's alive, so.
If you guys didn't see the Dosho video,
This guy's
we're
sitting
gonna
in
find
jail
it here,
for
and we'll
supposedly
put it up.
killing 2 FBI
I know I
agents.
still have it.
Those same agents killed his freaking
I should have
family.
saved it.
He started
That
Captain
was
Still Alive. She's got
epic,
Twitter and Facebook.
epic. Where is it?
I mean,
Maybe
you know,
here?
once you're gonna get
Leonard
in jail,
Peltier is still alive in American jail. Is what I'm trying to tell you. He's the longest held prisoner, a political
He said his
prisoner
whole family. That's
in the
kids.
world.
They're alive. They're alive, so that.
too, because like he's still in jail waiting for, you know, whatnot.
Well, it's a whole. It's Leonard Peltier, John Trudell. I'll show you a book actually.
Just let me find which one it was. Was it this one?
Looking at Google, here's a book.
Just let me check.
Oh yeah, he died.
Okay.
Yeah, he died recently.
Yeah. Didn't he die like in 2018?
Yeah, John Trudell's family is the one that died in the fire. They burned his family away.
Can you hold it still so I can see the title again, so I can write it down, please? Thank you. Launch from mind to mind. Okay.
No, it's just I'm sensitive on this because Native people are very important over here.
I just didn't kill his whole family because his kids are alive. That's what I'm saying.
Leonard Peltier's sitting in jail. John Trudeau is dead because he died recently, but John Trudeau's the family of his kids got burned in a fire in a house.
That's not the same guy, though.
They're both brothers. They're both related. One's sitting in jail, one's already dead and gone. He got out, he got released. They kept the other guy in there till this day, and he's still alive. I'm just saying he's too old to be in there.
I'm grateful that you actually turned me onto this because I'm going to do a bunch of research on this. It's a very fascinating story. Either way, it's still interesting to read about, so I appreciate you.
Well, I'm just saying it reminds me of Pat King, what Pat King is going through right now, but even more worse. But
Okay,
I'm saying
well,
the Native people
I'm going to read
going
up on
through
it. I'm going to read up on it, and because I do podcasts and stuff, if it's really interesting, I'll bring it up, and I'll do a podcast, and I'll be sure to send it to you.
No, okay. To have your own opinion is great. I'm just saying that the guy deserves some freedom.
Well, everybody deserves freedom, baby doll.
Besides that, I'm talking about they're doing the same thing here to other people. There's a lot of political prisoners sitting in jail until this day.
Well, Julian Assange is.
Oh, okay. I'm on the wrong
Edward
thing
Snowden,
here.
he's in Russia, coming back.
Edward Snowden was CIA, and like he turned on the NSA, even though he went to the farm and he was CIA before that. So I'm not sure about that one necessarily.
Still give you information.
Can we get back to our positive conversation we were
Edward
having
Snowden
previous?
still leaked information in 2015, stating what they're doing today over the C-19. The same shit.
So we were having a really good conversation about supporting each other and networking. Can we continue that conversation, please, y'all?
What do you mean? It just mean you don't connect. We don't. I don't think we like each other. That's your own problem.
What?
Oh.
Excuse me, but she just said that she was going to do the research and give you some kind of credit for whatever she finds out. I don't understand why.
No, how she came up to me so aggressively, it kind of like it sparked me up. My apologies, but I'm just saying Native people here of this land deserve more respect.
Everybody
Okay,
deserves
fight for
respect.
your freedom. How are you gonna fight for your freedoms when you don't love the people that are freaking been living here for how long?
Well, don't yell at me.
Why do you think
10,000
the
years.
Native people are not with you? Why do you think the Native people are not
10,000
with you
years.
right now? Why?
Why do you-
They're upset. They're hurt.
But why are you yelling?
Because so many have died. Okay, so many of my ancestors have died. They got raped.
People die
they got
every day.
fucking punished. They got punished.
But we can't be emotional about it because it's not
Oh,
real.
we got to. We got it. It's time. It's time now.
Yeah,
It's
but
time for us to get along and for you guys to realize how much pain and suffering has been here for a long time.
Everybody's had pain, has pain and suffering, darling.
none
There's a
of
lot of
us
kids.
have done anything.
Yeah,
right now.
you should pop on
You
there
guys have been
real
welcome
quick.
here to this land. Respect it.
Oh, you don't want
Fight for the water, fight for the land, and fight for
Free
peace
Pat
and love.
King.
You don't want us
Don't
to
fight for the corporate system. Don't fight for a political system. Don't. It's a waste of time. Stop it.
You're not going to answer.
Go
my
off
question.
grid. Live for yourselves. Live with nature. Love Mother Earth. Love the animals, the plants, the trees. Grow some food.
So you're
Adapt
not,
with nature.
See you,
you're not
Nathan.
going to answer my question, right? You're just going to talk and push your point as opposed to answering a
Daniel.
simple question. And it sounds to me like you don't want me living here. Is that, or anybody?
I want
No.
you guys to love one another, man. You guys
Okay.
don't look at the native people, man. Look at them. Say, hey. Give
I
them some
do.
love.
I do.
Give back to Mother Earth. Give back to the planet. Show love.
I'm a physicist. I understand that stuff.
It doesn't matter, man. The education system it's been all a hoax, man. The education system taught people lies. Why
So
do
what
you
is
guys continue to do the same thing over and over again?
And the history books.
Yeah, there you go. History books, a bunch of lies there too.
You telling me that the physics that I work with on a daily basis doesn't work? I can prove to you that it does.
Yeah, you have to discern what's true.
I went from I went from the beginning of mathematics all the way to the end of mathematics.
Education means nothing when you have no life to live on, man. You got to strive for a better planet. You think education of this
So
system right here?
Now you're
it's gonna-
changing the subject. I mean,
You're coming out with your PhD and all your physicists and all your education that they programmed you to be who you are today. You have to leave that alone. You have to start a new beginning, a new life.
The physics is the study of nature, and the laws don't change.
There's common sense and common knowledge of understanding what matters in life. You know what I mean?
But life has a lot of meaning. It doesn't.
Ooh,
You think
that's
what
kind of
it is, it could be something
weird
else for someone
conversation
else,
between
you
a
know?
physicist
We kind
and
of
a
can't really put
back to
what we
nature
think
person.
what life is on everybody here in the chat, you know, because for
Kind of strange.
for Ed's could be something totally different, and maybe his way of thinking a little different, you know. And I understand your point, and I sort of agree with coming back to the land and all that. Of course, the system is broken, and you know what? If I could, I would freaking get rid of that fucking system. You know, because it doesn't really serve us anyhow.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's a fail. It's a, you know, it sucks. You know.
We all agree.
I'm upset. I'm upset with my own people. Okay, I'm upset with my own people. Okay, even the native people gave into this BS. Okay, I'm upset in general.
That's right. That's
You
right.
know, it bugs me. Okay, the people that most have to be awake on my native reserve where I'm born and raised, 80% of them took the shot. 80% of the people on the reserve gave in and got it.
Yeah.
That killed my heart. That made me cry. I shed tears.
Yeah.
I know 15 people on the reserve that took their own lives in the last 3 years. Took their own lives in the last 3 years, not over some disease or whatever you want to call it. It was over fentanyl, drinking, and not loving themselves. So they
Everybody has lost something in the last couple of years, whether it's a relative or a job or a business or a home. A lot of people have lost a lot of stuff over the last couple of years. So your anger is understood.
My uncle works on an oil rig
We all feel
in
the same way.
Alberta. He took his own life, and then not even a year later, his daughter, 17 years old, did the exact same thing. This one just went out, and we're native.
I think what we were trying to do, and believe me, I feel your pain, is working on a solution. We get very caught up in, and I am too, so I'm not judging, please don't be mad at me, but we have to find a solution. And I don't know what that is, and I don't pretend to know, but I'm trying. And that's what you have to do too. We all have to just try and figure it out.
So the solution is to love one another, is to leave the system alone, is to live off grid, be more independent, be self-sustainable, live for yourself.
A lot of people are doing that. A lot of people are already doing that.
We're caught into the system. It's a recycling system, around and around we go. It never ends.
And a lot of people are doing that.
If you ignore,
and kudos to them.
If you ignore the government, bro, you're just gonna grow. We have to stand together against it.
It's a lose-lose situation to fight against the system. Look what they did in Ottawa. Look what they did in Ottawa. These guys are stocked up. They're waiting for us. They want to punish us, okay?
That's okay. That's okay. But you know what? We made our point.
But we can't. It's a lose-lose situation. I said again, the best solution is to.
No, it's not, dude. Those guys are freaking out there on February month in minus 30 degrees, dude. You know what that takes?
That's right.
Oh my God, man.
As long as we're still fighting, we haven't lost.
Two things. I just want to pump in two things real quick. Number one, off-grid living. You're kidding yourselves. Whether it's Canada, the U.S., whatever. If you own land and want to go like off-grid as far as natural gas and electricity, whatever goes, that's cool. You're not off-grid because you can't stop paying your taxes. To order to be off-grid, you have to like buy or form a freaking sovereign state country. Like you can't get away from paying taxes. Number two, the mean girl up here, I understand your whole, those damn commonwealths and whatever, but then you go on to try and talk about unity and positivity and bringing each other up.
I'm trying to, but
you did not do any of that, and you attacked him. And instead of doing...
Because he's not telling the truth.
Hey, let me finish.
Sorry.
Instead of doing 2 minutes of freaking research on the internet and saying, hey, your Google results aren't showing anything up, instead ask him, hey, I think maybe the internet is screwing with me. Do you want to share the information you have with me?
He's yelling
and
at everyone here.
Be positive about asking him. Say, hey, I'm not finding these search results. Can you share with me the information you have?
I did.
And
I said that.
Be decent? No. You were totally negative and being like, I can't find anything you're talking about. You're full of fucking shit. You're an asshole. Fuck you, US first. Like, you have a really bad attitude. Like, you think you're above and special more than everybody else. And it's not cool. Just be a decent human being is all I'm asking.
Miss Agnes, how many times have I been in this room with you, and how many times have I ever been negative?
I was on her first live stream, so her first StreamYard.
Extra cookies for you. Miss Agnes, how many times have I been here, and how many times have I been positive?
Don't be rude and mean, because now I think of you as mean girl. So
then I'm mean, but at least I'm being honest.
Come on, Brett. Let's relax a little here. That's all.
She needs to check herself.
You guys are having me eating
I haven't agreed her.
Ed, I like you, but she needs to check herself right here.
I don't need you to like me, though. I'm here to tell the truth.
But you're not telling the truth.
No, you're creating more of a problem than telling the truth. You know, you got to be more kind. You gotta, at least
I apologize. I will do my best.
See, look, Lion. Fred is actually defusing the young lady.
And understanding where we're all coming from. You know what I mean?
Okay. Listen, guys.
I apologize.
We can't talk over each other because Polish Agnes cannot understand.
Mac in Phoenix.
Hey, Mac.
How you doing?
Mac in Phoenix.
So be kind, we'll rewind.
Can I say something? I like Sweet Caroline. She's quiet.
I like Sweet Caroline because she asks questions and respectable questions and responsible questions and is receptive to answers. And
She reminds me of my grandma.
People don't like being attacked, dude. And you attacked us way before I said anything back. So sorry, but you attacked us first.
You attacked
and I'm just
him.
trying to.
I thought it was
Both of you attacked.
Let Mac talk. Go ahead, Mac.
So yeah, I'm stuck here with Mom still.
Oh, she's out partying.
Trying to get things together. Got Dad's ashes already, so just
That's
trying
good,
to
Mac.
tighten up the end so I can take the long trip from Arizona all the way back to Chicago with Mom. She wants to take 6 days. I can do it in 2, but she wants to take 6 days. Shut up.
You know what, Mac, though? Take the time and stop and smell the roses. Stop at the waterfalls.
Take Dad's ashes and throw them in each state.
Take the time, dude. How much longer do you have with your mom in the bigger picture?
Oh, exactly. I'm not worrying anything about that. I'm having a great time.
Take the time. Stop and see the waterfalls and have picnics and smell flowers and do those things, man.
No, we're talking about all times and how she grew up. We're getting, we're covering all the bases. Yep, I'm having a good time.
Good.
Went on YouTube, and YouTube has a documentary of her town, so we looked at it. Then right after that, there's a documentary of my town and how it started, and because I grew up in the town. It was pretty neat. She loved it. So, yeah, I'm spending much time as possible, but the family does not want her to come back here, and she's going to pop a gasket because she can't make it here on her own. Really, she cannot. But her stubbornness says she can. She doesn't want to leave, so I got problems.
Go get her, bro.
Don't know what to do.
Go get her.
Well, I'm driving her to Chicago, and all 4 kids are going to stop her from coming back. So,
how is anybody going to stop her from doing anything?
I don't know. I let her get the keys to the car. I don't know. She will do it. She will. She's that stubborn. Yep. So how you doing, Agnes?
I was just enjoying my bag of popcorn, because
Is it cheese flavored? Is it cheese flavored? Oh, pork rinds.
I ate the damn whole bag.
That's not
pork. Here we go.
Popcorn.
He's back.
Pork
Laugh
rinds.
out loud.
Yeah, it's pork rinds, yeah.
She does not like them.
Yep. Tastes good, but really
I want
bad for
Queenie
you.
in there. Queenie said she wants to go on the panel. Maybe she'll go in
It
there.
actually isn't. It has 0 carbs, 0 sugar.
You put, there you go. Do you put hot sauce on it?
No, they are hot. They are already hot.
Yeah,
Here,
some people
here's the
take the regular
pepperoni.
pork rinds and they put hot sauce on them. Hot and spicy.
Yeah, it's a little better with something on it for sure. But these are pretty good. They already spice it up. So
There you go.
I was kind of enjoying them when people were crazy.
Right.
At least people in the chat know what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
I said the people in the chat know what I'm talking about. I appreciate that. I'm just saying much love. Thank you.
And what were you talking about?
Oh, about Leonard Peltier and not them both left and right are not releasing him, right, for the last 45 years.
Yep.
So they keep keeping him in there. But I'm just saying that he reminded me a lot like Pat King and Freedom George that what's happening here in Canada recently.
Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to put it both together. It's the same kind of movement as in the Native people always went against the system. Do you think the Native people wanted this way? You know what I mean? They died. My grandmother, she was born in residential school. Okay, my grandmother's really damaged. She's so damaged it's unbelievable. Okay, and she's still alive till this day. But she had it bad in a residential school, and my grandmother is a survivor. So this is why I'm a little bit more maybe aggressive, and I apologize.
It's all right.
Sorry.
Right. So what do you mean your mom or grandma's damaged? I mean, what do you mean?
She got messed around with at the age of 6.
At church. I'll
church. Okay. All right.
Thanks, Brett.
Mac, there was in Canada, we had residential schools where we had Indigenous population that were taken from their families and put into, for lack of a better way of putting it, indoctrination schools. And the ideal behind them was to take the native out of the Indian, essentially. That's what it came down to. And there were many instances they've found thousands and thousands of bodies of, there's babies being taken and thrown into the lakes and thrown into incinerators while still alive. And this is, essentially the Christian church, and the government of Canada basically acting in collaboration. And
Did
there
Queen
was
Elizabeth
massive
have something
damage.
to this?
Queen Elizabeth came here in, I believe it was, somebody might want to correct me in the year, but I think it was the 1970s. They came to Kamloops, and there was native indigenous children that were missing when they were here.
Yeah,
they took them on a field trip, and they never came back.
Correct.
And
Hey, Todd, thanks a lot for the kind words there. Thanks a lot.
It's a real big thing here. It's part of the reason why I put orange hearts. In my chat, you'll notice Brett Boyle puts a lot of orange hearts because orange is the color that they've identified with, being for Indigenous rights. I have an Indigenous flag on my truck, Queenie, which a lot of people know is Indigenous. We have our thing.
I heard they found the bone of those kids in schoolyards.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
unmarked, unregistered. They never had any. They didn't keep very good. Well, they probably had records. They just didn't hand them over.
Yeah.
I think it's very unusual because, considering the fact that, and I'm not gonna say because I'm gonna piss somebody off. Whatever. Just dig into that. Some interesting stuff.
These satanic bastards. That may have been hearing this a lot with African kids, a bunch of kids, Mexican kids. It's terrible.
Yeah, but what they would do is they would take a lot of these priests that would get in trouble for molesting kids in the Catholic Church in places like America, and then move them out to the middle of nowhere to these Canadian schools to cover it up, and they basically went completely unchecked and just had their way with 100%. Whatever they wanted to do.
Right.
100%.
Yeah, it's a very, very sad story. And
I'm from Chicago, and you heard about all our Catholic priests getting in trouble.
Well, to punish these priests, they sent them off to the middle of nowhere. And these Indigenous kids are the ones that paid the price.
Yeah, and so when Caleb Freedom says that his grandmother was damaged because of what happened to her in a residential school,
they would do things like not feed them, lock them up in closets for however long necessary.
There was
basically satanic ritualistic abuse.
Yeah, there was kids that saw other kids tossed into the lake and stuff, and it's horrific. It really is. It's absolutely horrific.
They scare the living shit out of them.
Very dark.
They scare the living shit out of them because their body produces, the blood, more estrogen, or what's that word? When you the fight or flight chemical, or you
adrenaline.
The adrenaline. They can actually harvest it out of the blood. So this
in the chat.
It sounds so crazy.
In the chat, Undiddy said the celebs wear red rings and red shoes. Correct. There's the Red Shoe Society. Bill Maher is trying very hard to distance himself from that group, but it was Tony Podesta. It was David Kaufman, who's part of NAMBLA. It was a big mess.
What about David Bowie? Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. It's
definitely an indicator. There's a lot of it. Yeah, David Bowie though. We also know how he lived. So
a lot of red shoe shit.
A lot of red shoe stuff. Not McDonald's. Excuse me. Yeah, McDonald's. The Red Shoe Society.
Yes.
The Red Shoe people. Yeah. And guess what they do? They help kids. Like Jimmy Savile did.
But what's the red shoes made of?
It doesn't matter. It's a symbolistic.
Oh yeah, but back in the day, they were made out of kid skin.
It's made from the skin.
Yep.
That's hard to prove.
The older shoes.
It's hard to prove that because, again, these people were very good at either covering their tracks or they call it sleight of hand, where basically, look, you're not there. They do that all the time, and they're doing it right now with us. Look, you're not there. It's their favorite thing to do because they can't lie.
To the people in the chat, Spoon already exists. He's a regular on Global FM. He's a regular on a lot of channels and panels, and Spoon already exists. So if you're gonna call me something, call me broccoli, or call me something else, because Spoon is inaccurate. That's another person. Call me whatever else. I don't care.
I also heard that Gucci, they had a line of bags, purses, and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we know that from Mengele, like what they were doing with skin, and it's interesting how we took all those records, and even though there are people that were Nazi war criminals that served less time after the Nuremberg trials than people in jail for having a bag of weed right now. It's ridiculous.
Right. Because they do stuff, they had technology. The Operation Paperclip brought all these bastards over.
Right. Yeah.
They infiltrated our government.
That is right.
1935, we got the pyramid on the back of our dollar bill.
Mac is 100% dead on. These people did not go to jail. The people that were that were enacting everything, those people didn't go to jail. They went to the freaking U.S. and Israel and started running their programs.
Right.
They got a job. Right. They got to give it a job.
So they've been doing this for a while.
Bud. Yeah, 100%. It's been a long,
The Soviets did the same thing too, though. Don't forget that. The Soviets also had their own little version of Operation Paperclip, so don't kid yourself. Right. The Soviets were a lot more angry.
Right on there, Todd. We'll see you later. Thanks a lot for the kind words. Appreciate it.
We were very non-selective.
Very good.
About who we allowed to just be.
See you later.
I hear people all the time. That's actually what inspired Call Me Broccoli, which a lot of like Mac and Akela and there's a number, Agnes. There's a number of people that know me as Call Me Broccoli, and that's actually kind of some of what inspired Call Me Broccoli. Was there's a lot of tension or angst. Well, there's a lot of tension or angst towards commies, and I try and remind people that World War II, the Germans burned down the Reichstag and blamed the commies.
Yes.
And
they blamed the Jews.
It sparked a world war. And the commies in that war fought right along beside us. Like, if it weren't for the commies, a lot of people would be speaking German.
Or Japanese. Don't forget that they also fended off the Japanese.
It's not a country thing. Where I was trying to allude to this point earlier, where the president of China attends the same functions in Davos as our dictator McHappy Socks here in Canada. The monetary system in China operates under the same rules as those in the U.S. or Canada or Russia or. There's only a handful of countries that aren't under the Rothschild usury monetary system, and they're often demonized in the media, and we're made to think of them as enemies. It's not a country thing. China is not your enemy.
And
China's not your enemy.
Kill a lot of people.
And
the Chinese did the same thing.
Oh, that's
100% a lot of people.
100% wrong. What started the Ukraine conflict started in 2014.
No, I'm talking about when the Soviets starved them and they had to put up posters that said "Don't eat your own kids" back in the 50s.
The conflict started in 12. Obama helped overthrow their government to put their people in.
I'm talking about the Soviets, and they basically starved the Ukrainians back in the 50s, and they had to put up posters that said "Don't eat your own children."
Right.
To remind them not to eat their own kids, because they were literally cannibalizing.
Right.
It was really, really bad. And that was totally communist.
Well, that's what the propaganda tells you, right? And I often don't think that a lot of people around the planet, not only here in Western society, but also in Middle Eastern society and Pika society, where a lot of people don't fully understand, where we're all getting bombarded with propaganda and told that we should hate. We should hate people. Like right now, we're being told that we should hate Russians. We're being told
We've been told to hate Russia for a long time now.
Even though they fought beside us in the world wars, like, and got, stabbed in the back essentially. But we're being told to hate Russians. We're being told to hate people from China. We're being told to hate Muslims. We're being
told to hate each other.
Like, pick a place. That's right, because divisiveness is constantly pumped into us 24/7. We're being told to hate people, and this is exactly how the Nazis became Nazis.
We're not being told to hate people.
Where they were told to hate a certain percentage of the
but
population,
when you say
because
it in that
population
manner,
was the
you're being
cause for all
told to
the
hate
problems.
this, being told to hate
That's
that.
how people were divided.
You're reinforcing
and if you add, like,
the hate.
there was a lot of commentary back in the
So I
day
wouldn't
where
say
people in Germany
like
were
that.
asked, like, well, why did you let this happen? And the most popular answer is, we didn't know. And that's because they didn't. The propaganda has them so drunk and freaking blind that they didn't know that these things were happening. Same as,
well, they got a psychological
like the U.S. Like the U.S., for example, the U.S. committing war crimes and terrorizing and freaking torturing and holding people without trial in Guantanamo are committing war crimes. And most Americans are like, oh, we don't know. How do they know that they're being held without trial and they're being tortured and it's total war crimes? But most people are like, oh, we didn't know. And it's the exact same thing, where the Germans didn't know, same way as the U.S. doesn't know of this happening, same way as most of the Canada doesn't understand that we have political prisoners, same way as most of China doesn't understand that they're having rights taken away in political prisoners, and they don't know because the propaganda has everybody so drunk and confused and twisted that people
So you're
don't
saying
know.
that the Communist Party in USSR and China never killed massive millions and millions of people? That never happened?
Weird. I totally didn't say that at all. If you would listen to anything I said.
You said that the Ukraine thing was propaganda. So that's what I'm asking.
Well, hold on. So
I'm talking present-day Ukraine.
With the present-day Ukraine, how come they're showing me footage of big explosions when I know those explosions came from China's chemical factory?
Juniper, fuck off.
I mean, why would they be doing this? So what's going on with Ukraine? I mean, my TV ads on commercials, oh, please help fund money to Ukraine, these poor people from the war, from whatever. You've seen those commercials, haven't you guys?
Yep, of course.
On TV, so they're pushing that on us right now. And also, we're giving them $40 billion. I mean...
Maybe a payoff.
Can I say something here?
Sure.
Now we're getting back into the problem thing, but I'm kind of interested in this history talk because I find it quite fascinating. I can't say I know, but I've put a couple of things together, and a lot of this stuff began the Roman Empire and probably before that.
Yeah, definitely before that. When Roman was, conquering Egypt, first from Egypt.
Correct, but the Roman Empire is where the Roman Catholic Church started, and the Roman Catholic Church
was the Holy Roman Empire too.
Well, they were pagans, and then when the information about Christ came along, then they became the Roman Catholic Church.
Well, you know why that Constantine had to become a Christian? Because the army were all Christians, and in order to get the army to back him, because he was in battle against another person that wanted to be emperor, in order to get the army to back him up, he had to convert to Christianity.
Correct. And then there's the stories.
Juniper, grow up.
What just happened?
I was actually really interested in what he was saying, so I'm wondering the same thing.
What just happened?
Just
Juniper.
Let's go. Let's call. You know,
lost the signal.
fighting when fighting. They and then they created this because probably got.
That's what I thought. Well, Egypt was being conquered by Rome, and the Pharisees took off to Israel with their gold and everything, got banking stuff going on. If you look up on today, on YouTube, Hebrews and Hebrews and Orthodox Jews against Zionist Jews. You'll see this. Zionism has hijacked the Jewish religion.
Oh, 100%, Mac.
They know how to do this. And the thing with Christ, I mean, Christ to me was a real good guy, but what happened was everybody loved what Jesus had to say, and all these people left these churches. And these Jewish Pharisees could not handle this. It's like, they're losing a lot of money. We got to do something about Jesus. It wasn't just lie that they're saying. Think about it. It was about money, the root of all evil. And so these Pharisees said, hey, if this happens to Jesus, you can get rid of his body.
It's actually the love of money.
Say his body went up in the sky, and then you can make this religion for your Catholic and start this Catholic religion. I mean, the Catholic religion, I'm sorry, it's not what everybody thinks. After Jesus died, everybody started worshiping this plastic Jesus. You know, these people like to infiltrate. That's how they work. They blackmail. They connive you. I mean, seriously, they've been doing it, weaving and weaving through life. They got into the Freemasons. They got into the Illuminati, the Club of Rome. I mean,
they eat flesh and drink blood every Sunday, which is not even the right day. It's supposed to be Saturday.
Right. But by them doing this and having you doing this, eating flesh, that means you're in there. Because if you try to get out, you're dead, or your family members, or whatever. You have to do a blood sacrifice too. If you do all this stuff, you're in with Flynn, and you start being rich and going up the top echelons of the earth.
They hang a lot of people from doorknobs with red scarves and belts.
Yes, you notice that?
Yeah, I did a whole thing on it.
So if you don't believe in this, you need to do some research on some of the satanic shit. I'm sorry.
Look up if you YouTube search me, Frantic Missy, under YouTube. I have one that I just recently did about the hanging to the doorknob thing. It's crazy.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right. How'd you like the David Bowie
I'm gonna
video?
look you up and subscribe. I will do that because I know.
I don't really do anything on my own channel. I'm a guest. Like, I help other people. I don't care about
So what would you think of David Bowie's last video?
I just wanted to touch on a quick point that Mac made about Jesus there, where Mac wasn't in here earlier when I had touched on the point. I like to bring this one up. What Jesus Christ, Abraham Lincoln, and JFK all had in common, outside of being killed, was the fact that they were killed all after they called out the bankers and money changers and wanted to influence the banking and monetary system. That's when they were all killed. Same thing as Gaddafi in Libya. He wanted to change the banking and monetary system and get it back to a gold-backed standard of banking, and that's when they went in and killed him.
Well, J.P. Morgan wanted to change banking back in the day, so he rigged up a ship called the Titanic, invited a bunch of bankers that didn't want to cooperate.
Under the IMM. Under the IMM, the International Marine Mercantile Company.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just the Titanic. He also
it was Lusitania.
The Manhattan Chase Bank. Do you know he had a giant purple nose, too, that reminds me a whole lot of Epstein's thing? There's a whole lot there. He missed the ship as well as Milton Hershey. They were supposed to be. They were both supposed to be in the Titanic. And at the last minute, he called up. Not called up, but wireless Milton Hershey and told him not to get on the boat too. And he went to go hang out in the south of France with his mistress. As
I noticed
all
guy
people died, who just happened to be his
stays
enemy,
out of my chat. On
there's
purpose.
a lot to that. And then you look up the Olympics.
There's a few people that
the airliners,
I see all over the place, but they absolutely avoid Tommy Temper chat
of their day. So we see all the weird stuff that happens with these flights, right? Well, the same thing happened then, but with these ocean liners. What's crazy is that the Olympic, the captain of the Olympic at the time that it wrecked into the HMS Hawk, which tore a giant hole in the front of it, that was also Captain Everett Smith, the same one. I don't know about you guys, but if a friend of mine borrowed my brand new car and like wrecked it, and then I got a new car, I wouldn't be like, hey, yeah, you can drive it first.
Yeah, right.
But that's the same captain that they used, and it's very suspicious. The same thing with Lusitania, which was a false flag they were trying to pull. So we entered World War I at a time because they were trying to. I mean, literally, like they had an office that were getting the reports of where the submarines were, and what's his name? Churchill, like, literally, is part of the Admiralty, which also goes back to the Civil War Society and all this other stuff. But he purposely, like, they rerouted the ship purposely. So Lusitania was where they knew they had one torpedo left with this U-boat. And it sunk in 20 minutes, and they didn't expect that to happen because it hit the compartment that had all the coal dust, and a bunch of people died. It sank in less than 20 minutes. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, but they have enough life rafts on there, and lifeboats on there too. They
that was
purposely didn't have a
intentional.
life. Yeah, they purposely put enough lifeboats on there.
They intentionally sank it. I don't think they realized that the coal dust would explode, whatever you want to call it, because there was 2 explosions that they found. Churchill wanted the Americans to join World War I. What's crazy is how they use that for the propagandistic effect of the babies and the woman holding her baby and calling the Germans the Huns and like all this other stuff that came right after the Lusitania. They used that as a propagandistic tool to further the war effort because they knew that everyone started to figure out that it was
always
just
use
a
babies
battle of
back
property
then.
and land.
Like the Iraq War, that one girl going, "Oh, they took their babies out of their thing and
What's trying to be
threw them on the
alive?
floor." But see, that was one of the
propaganda.
Saudi Arabia's prince's daughter who did that.
It was all a lie.
Yeah, of course
Kuwaiti.
it was. But
It was
and the
a
fake
Kuwaiti
crying,
woman.
yes, the fake crying.
Don't forget that the whole vaccine thing, like people talk about this now, all these adverse effects, and like what's going to happen, and everyone's worried. Dude, like you guys don't like when you look into the Gulf War syndrome, you find out that that's actually an adverse vaccine effect. And there's 400,000 soldiers that they had military records and they were storing in the Oklahoma City bombing building. I can't even make this shit up. Look it up for yourself. It's like it's not even like a secret. Yeah, and that was because they had it's because they push. For anybody who doesn't know, good on you, man. But they pushed this vaccine amongst the soldiers because we'd given Saddam Hussein a weaponized version of anthrax. And so in order to inoculate our soldiers quickly, they pushed through, and they didn't get a say. There was like no FDA on this. Like it's just, it went through. Like it happened. And there was nothing to be done. And they pushed through this vaccine schedule. Timothy McVeigh was actually also a victim of the vaccine adverse effects. Right, and it's crazy how there's 400,000 soldiers that could literally sue the government. They were coming home and having sex with their wives and having flipper babies, right? And it was real bad.
What's a super baby?
Yeah.
What does the super baby do? I mean, what's a super baby?
Hello? No, flipper babies.
Oh, dolphin.
Yeah, keep being born missing limbs.
All right.
Yeah, and the woman getting cancer from that, like just from having sex with her husband. It's absolutely insane. And because they knew those 400,000 soldiers could literally bankrupt. If they all sued, they could literally bankrupt the military. And worse, they'd have to go into discovery, which means they'd have to reveal their financial stuff and be subjected to the legal process. They just, they blew up the Oklahoma City bombing building instead.
Where all the paperwork was in? All the proof for that was in?
There's videos of FBI agents in like FBI blue with windbreakers running around, picking up half-burnt documents and throwing them in bankers' boxes.
So we got a lot of evil.
That's what we deal with.
Yes, a lot of evil running rapid around here.
Literally running amok.
They run Hollywood, these evil bastards, and they're even showing it like they don't give two shits because it's all theatrics. It's, you know, that's what they got the non-people that don't see. You know, I'm just watching TV normally. You know, 22 years ago, I was like, oh, yeah, cool.
Turn the
and when
TV
I
off.
woke up, I know, that's the Black Mirror people.
It really is.
MK Ultra.
That's what I was saying earlier, where they don't care. They don't care that we're standing outside their buildings waving flags. They really don't care. They know that there's nothing that we can do about
Even better,
it unless we get in. They do. The sadistic pricks, they do.
They get
enjoy
off
it,
on
I
our
agree.
suffering.
And when you
they know that there's nothing we can do. They know that there's nothing we can do outside the buildings. They know that. And they're laughing at us. And that's why I keep trying to stress and point, like, we cannot enact the change that we want to see unless we are the change and we get inside the buildings. That's the only way it's going to happen, ever. Like, ever, ever, ever. And anybody that has a differing point of view, I by all means present it, because I've analyzed the heck out of this, but I've analyzed the heck out of it, and I don't see another way. If somebody sees another way, I would love to hear it.
Oh,
That's what I like about Polish Agnes. She goes to the streets, bro.
Yeah,
with her flag.
Where'd she go?
Everybody does different things. Everybody does something different. Some
Right.
people need to go to the street. That's what they're good at. Some people do podcasts. That's what they're good at. Some people come in these rooms and like fire people up. That's what they're good at. Everybody has something they can do to help. That's
Mitzi, I shared something in the chat, a documentary about Leonard Peltier, and then my grandmother speaking about the residential school.
Cool.
It's on top of the chat, in the private chat.
Thanks, Caleb.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was
Sorry,
looking at
guys,
the
just
other chat.
to change. But just for something, to look up.
Can I just address the chat for
very
just 2
top
seconds? I just want to address the chat for 2 seconds, and you guys can totally have the floor. Texas Girl, if you go into the Doe Show and looked at the last video that they posted, you're going to see something. And I'll leave it at that. Even though we may not be on the same page right now, I just wanted to extend an olive branch.
Yeah, they're calling us anarchists.
Hello, everybody.
I just wanted to put that out. But
Missy, can you put
do you like freedom?
Podcast, please, in the chat?
Go into the
Can I what? I already opened them. It's in a different window. I'll look at it when we're done.
Freedom.
No, I was asking if you put your link for your podcast in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'd have to pull it up, and then I was like, I'm afraid I'll lose the chat. Dang
Okay,
it. I don't know how to do it. Because I'm not on a computer. I'm on my phone.
Right.
So if I do that, I'll lose the chat. Just YouTube search Frantic Missy. There's a bunch of stuff I've done. Alex Stein, macroaggressions, where I covered the British royal family. I did one recently where we talked about conspiracy thirst traps with the Big John podcast. That one's really good. I have one that I did a 3-part series with Conspiracy Playtime.
Okay.
What was the name again?
You go by the name of Frantic. Yeah, okay.
Hi, everybody.
Love you, buddy.
Hey, what's going on?
Howdy.
For those who don't know, I'm Coda B123. Howdy, howdy.
How's it going, bud?
Howdy, howdy.
Not bad, not bad. How are you guys tonight?
Hi there.
All right, I got Frantic
We
Missy.
actually are doing freaking amazing.
I got Frantic Missy in YouTube chat.
I'm Coda B123, and I'm fighting for the freedom for you and me.
Thanks, Mac. I'm going to subscribe to Frantic Missy.
That's a good one. I like that one.
I don't really do anything on my Instagram.
So listen, guys. Oops, we lost our one of our discussion people. But what I was gonna say is, if you have a channel, is your time to promote it, since we still have people in here.
All right, I'll promote mine. I do music.
Shout me out too, Mac.
I'm going to start doing some live streaming.
Guys, my channel. This is my channel.
MacGyver, you the man.
Yeah, I better be a man.
No, but you the man.
Not, I'm humble.
I'm jealous of Mac.
Hi, Humble. I'm Missy. It's nice to meet you. Sorry.
All right.
That's a bad
There's
joke.
mine. This is mine. I got you, miss. Got you.
Yo, Mad Cobra in the house. What's going on? One of my viewers. I love you, buddy.
Mad Cobra actually just lives down the highway from me 10 minutes.
No
Mad
shit, really?
Yeah, we've actually hooked up a couple times. Mad Cobra is really great.
That's
and
awesome.
Diego, I did say to Diego in the chat, I did say quite openly that we have to get inside the buildings and do it through democratic means, not through violent means. So you should have been here earlier because there was a whole conversation that you clearly missed. So democratic means we have to get inside the building through the democratic process.
Texas girl, Juniper. What's going on, everybody? Look at all these people in your chat. I love it.
All right, so I was supposed to have you guys promote yourself, and what's going on here?
Sorry, I don't know. I don't know how to do my link stuff. I usually have my mods and stuff doing that for me.
Okay, so can you please post? I'm obviously subscribed to you. I don't know if you knew that, but
I did not know that.
Yeah, now you know. So if you send me a link in the chat, in the private chat, I'll post it out there. Okay.
Got it.
Because I feel like it's important because we have such a freaking amazing conversation. I'm loving this.
I actually have Tie
But
Guy.
you freaking
Tie
make me
Guy.
get popcorn, so.
Would you mind posting my link up for me, brother?
Okay, so I put a link to a playlist of myself on Spotify and also on YouTube. It's incomplete, but you know, I always forget to add stuff.
I put my link in the private chat, and I'm going to Coda Views right now.
Misty,
Yeah.
have you seen the halftime show, Bruno Mark's halftime show?
Yeah.
I actually did a panel where we went through the halftime show.
Okay, so you like the prepare part?
Actually did
In big red letters, they said prepare in the Bruno Mars halftime show. That was the big wigs telling the other big wigs, get your ducks in a row because shit's going to come down the road. Now, did you see the Winter Olympics game for London's Winter Olympics?
You mean the Citrinic Olympics?
Oh my God. What about the tunnel opening, the French tunnel opening?
You mean like the CERN opening ceremony?
Kimberly,
yeah,
thank you.
Well, the CERN and the ceremony for opening up the tunnel from England to. There's two of them.
And the Astro World thing.
Yeah.
And then there's remember the Manchester massacre that happened with Ariana Grande? That was a ritualistic thing. The same companies that did security and ticket sales and promotion for the Astro World thing also did Ariana Grande's thing. But here's the deal: Ariana Grande ended up dating Mac Miller, who died mysteriously.
Got a helicopter buzzing me.
Right. Then she was dating Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson is now getting Kim Kardashian.
Okay, everyone in the
Kim
chat,
Kardashian's
I'm going
sister
to shut the room down.
Has two babies with
It's after 1 o'clock. I'm
Travis
going to run
Scott.
the room until 1.
I mean, they put the
Thanks a lot for popping into the Tommy Pepper show. And head over to Red Lipstick Shots there. If you want to watch the chat, I'll just harvest the link and post that in there. In the old chat. Otherwise, yeah, we're just taking it easy. Okay, that's where the action is, right there. That's a red lipstick.